Man, let me tell... He's not done barking. He's not done barking. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. I was supposed to start streaming again yesterday, and then I ended up having a bunch of crap, and I don't even know. I ended up like sitting down and contemplating like how I'm going to continue sort of my content creation stuff. We got some interesting news recently. We finally got that wonderful tax bill in the mail and some other things, and looking at some potential life-changing decisions. Oh, there we go. Sitting on your leg isn't recommended. IK713999, what's going on, baby? How are you? Tangent. Ooh, going through withdrawals. Hell yeah, brother. What's going on, Claw Spammer? How are you? Marin Glaze. Hey. J-Doc. What's up? Duo Gaming 24 would love to read about Broken Stoic's top build recommendations or tier list. Okay, here is what I can tell you. I have been nose down in pets all weekend. I've literally been doing nothing but focusing on pets all weekend. And I've been parsing the Beastlord Warder. I've got like, I'm not even kidding, I've got 42 hours on parse. And I haven't really lifted my head up to look at a whole hell of a lot. Now, if I was going to give you a tier list, it would be the exact same tier list that probably everybody else would give you. As far as like the meta is concerned, there's really not a lot of variance there. The same builds are all pretty much the most powerful in the way to like complete D4. I will say that a week out, I do feel as though a lot of people have gotten through the game pretty quickly. A lot of people are like not necessarily maxed out, but very close to being maxed out already. They went pretty hard. I know there's a lot of people who are literally doing like every raid every single day in order to get that one piece of loot just so they can like min-max it completely, which is crazy. We need a pug cosmetic. Agreed. Well below average. What's going on? A scale from 1 to 10. I am hyped to see you streaming. Work is boring as hell out of me. Yeah, I get you. Did you parse any other pets? I saw one player saying they think their enchanter animation pet was doing more damage than their ST pet. What's their ST pet? I've only been able to level one pet. We might actually, I think on stream today, I might actually work on some other stuff. I have the mage and the necro like queued up and geared up, and I just need to buy their spells. Quatus, what's going on, baby? How are you doing? Beast pet? Damage than their beast pet. Maybe. We did learn. Well, you guys want a rundown on all the things that we learned? So let's talk a little bit about pets in general. Okay, this is a level 10 Beastlord pet, just in an airport, ready to come back home and game. Oh, dude, or did they make you travel for work? Is that why I haven't seen you streaming? Damn, GMs nuked my guild yesterday without saying a single word. Big sad. Well below. Guild in what? What server? What name? What did you do? And if I repeat it or ask questions about it, is it going to get me banned too? Oh, cream pies. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Really? They banned you for that? Hold on. That's okay. We could talk about cream pies. I wonder if they nuked Quatism. I don't know, man. So far with the normal work-family life balance, I've only been able to get my first trio to 23, get my wizard ports, and then swap wizard to enchanter to get to like level 19. So nice pacing here. Hey, what I'm going to tell you is, and I think Q would also be in agreements with this one. Agreements? That's not a word. Just because it's the meta and just because people have already reached the top doesn't mean it's like the best way to do things. You're going to get burnt out. You're going to get cooked. You're going to be ready to like find the next game. I've already heard people say, game too easy, game happened too quickly. And it's like, bro, there's so much in the game to do. Like if you're spending, 10, 12, 20 hours a day just grinding your brains out, then yeah, you're probably going to get through it pretty quick. But I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the best way to happiness or fun, I love how, what did you do? Listen, I know well below average. I've known him for a long time. And I know if something got banned, it's because he did it. It's hard to take the turbo out of the nerd. For real, man. Look at my poor inventory. Oh, what have they done to my boy? My inventory is so bad. We ran off and we did some stuff. But we're going to talk about pets. Because pets is... What's the point of power gaming this game? So you can just sit in sky farming classes. You can, so there are people who already have like plus 10, sky weapons and stuff, which is crazy to me because they've just been grinding sky weapons nonstop since it started. I went to sky once. I did a full clear. It took me longer than I wanted it to, and I was like, cool. So I went to sky. Look at what I got out of sky, guys. I got a Shadow Knight shield. I didn't even level it up. I just put it on my pet. It's got 35 AC. Smasher, thank you so much for the resub. What's going on, Trove Seeker? I am doing well. I think they're going to start nerfing things because people can rush to the end. I have no idea. I think it's too late for them to nerf things. If they nerf things now, it's going to feel really bad. They don't have a lot of servers, so it's not like they can just like wind up new servers. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But if they start like hard nerfing things now, it's going to feel really bad for people who have already achieved things, or the people who didn't achieve things. Someone just can't not power game. Yeah, new ad. You and I know. I talked to you about it. I got to delete my Reddit account too. I can't be reading online crap. Fun related story. A game I was working on previously was doing a winter event. One of the proposed items, and it was a snowball. One of the women on the team damn near leaped out of her seat to say we should choose another item. No one else had any clue what her issue was with it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, there's a great reference to snowballs in a movie called Clerks. You should definitely watch it. Thank you so much for the lurk, Raina. Appreciate you. I feel like it's just cope. Maybe. I have arrived. There you go. See well below Clerks. Love it. Haven't been able to play as much as I would like because my city is burning and things have been pretty stressful. Oh, dude, Tangent. What? What is your city? Is it burning? Are you one of the Canadian places that have just been on fire all the time? I don't know why they would nerf. It was already a casual game. Yeah, exactly, Q. I agree. I went to Sky and all I got was lousy key. Spokane. Oh no, Spokane, no! Did they see EQ Legends companion app? Looks sick, especially for keeping track of Planet Sky. I haven't seen... Wait, are you talking about the, like, computer app or, like, a telephone app? Because I have seen all the apps. I actually have a document, a Google document, which has links to a lot of those things, as well as, like, my UI and some other stuff as well. Just got in. What was nerfed? Nothing was nerfed. Don't worry. Shh. It's okay. Nothing was nerfed. But it has a lot of really neat features. Yeah. Speaking of pets, how do you think woos will perform on a pet? So, let's talk about that. Let's talk about pets. All right, first of all, this is a level 49 Beastlord Warder, okay? This is a level 49 Beastlord Warrior, meaning he is the highest level you can possibly get. This is a plus 10 Warder. This is where he lands, okay? You may notice something really goofy in here, because, Mr. Stoic, you've told us how many times two-handers suck. Why would you possibly put a two-hander on your pet? Well, I got news for you. This parses harder than any other weapon. For whatever reason. There is a reason, and I found out what that reason is. We'll talk about it in a second. But, yeah, this parses insanely hard. In addition to that, your actual items, okay? Your actual items matter what slot they're in. If you put the shield in the top left-hand corner, you can still put your shield on your pet, and you can see his stats are moving when I move the shield. He is, in fact, wielding the shield and getting bonuses from it. He is, in fact, wielding the sword and getting bonuses from it. So, put the shield in my slot. Does that matter? Yes, it does, Suds. But you got to put 2 shields in your slot because it's a little wide. Not Canada, Spokane, Washington. Oh, shit. Vancouver, Washington. Oh, man. That sucks, guys. I'm so sorry. That's tough, man. I don't really, like, I cannot wrap my head around or fathom the idea of fire and doing that. I lived in Pensacola, Florida during Ivan and Katrina, and there was flooding and dead people and houses were picked up and moved across the street. It was crazy. I did a lot of cleanup for that. And, like, I was very fortunate myself because I lived, like I almost lost my computer at the time, but the ceiling came down on top of the room that my computer was in. But I was an absolute savage, and I made sure I packed my computer. Literally, the space where my computer was just completely destroyed. I took the animal, my computer, and some clothes, and everything else just stayed behind. Yay! Nerds. Priorities, right? I'm Rain in this guild. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Awesome, Pack Tactics. Did you test this per our conversation yesterday? So the dual wield is kind of wonky. And in order for you to test, like, woos properly, you would need to have it at +10. And I don't have enough to, like, I'm just trying to get my pets to +10 right now. My gear is going to be, like, kind of dog water for a while until I can kind of get there. Sounds like when I left for Katrina. Oh, yeah, Louisiana. Oh, man, that sucks. That sucks. What's going on, Chris Gaming? How are you? Gotta have priorities. That's right. That's right. Sure do. Sure do. Yeah, more than 700, expected to be over 1,000. Yeah, murderer gets released from prison and tries to burn a city down. Who would have seen that? Oh my god, dude. I mean, it's kind of a super villain level event, right? Like, we can agree that that's kind of it. It's not really something that you would see all that frequently. I'm just gonna go, I gotta go throw some of this stuff in here. We're a little over our head in items, but once we finish the inventory management, we're gonna work on a couple of things. But so yes, so we found out that there's a damage floor that pets have, which is really, really wild. And what I mean by a damage floor, I mean that if your pet doesn't have a single weapon in their hands, they hit for a flat amount of damage. If you put a weapon in their hands and it doesn't meet that criteria to increase that damage, they just don't do more damage. However, they do use the weapon's delay. So the line is 31 damage, or double the weapon's damage plus 7, specifically for a warder. What this means is your pet is limited at 69 damage, and until you get a weapon that exceeds 31, it will do 69 damage regardless. So if you put a let's say you use like some little baby weapon like a flaming fist, right? So your pet will hit for 69 damage with the flaming fist regardless of what the damage is, and it will hit at an 18 delay. However, for whatever reason, your pet properly sees frickin' bonus damage. Like, it's not realized. It's not actually, your pet doesn't have it, but your pet just naturally hits in a higher ratio when it lands the blow. And so again, I'm still parsing a lot of this stuff. This thing hits for right now, like on this pet, this thing hits for 117 damage max. And then it, because I'm a Beast Lord, it flurries. So you're seeing like 117, 117, 117, 117, 117, 70, 117, miss, 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 117, 117, miss, miss. And it's not that bad. Granted, the Earthshaker proc doesn't actually do anything for the pet, so don't put an Earthshaker pet on your pet. Don't put the proc there. You can mix and match that around. Another one that's actually really good. What's going on, Bill Sharp? How are you? Another thing that's going around is you can also use the Soul Leech. The Soul Leech is actually pretty valuable on there too. It doesn't do quite as much damage as the Earthshaker does. However, with haste and the pet haste, the Earthshaker is actually a reasonable speed. Normally it's a delay 70. They actually see it roughly around, it's been roughly around about 40 to 45, depending. Heidi ho, what's going on? I need to buy 400 muffins and 400 white wine. Sophiana, you just looking for a good time or what? You gonna go hang out with Pando and Shay, and you guys are gonna party it up? Little bit of muffins and white wine. Zero, how are you? Benedict, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Glad to see all of you. Cam Bam, how are you doing? So we're talking about pets right now and kind of the different things that we found out. We also found out that shield AC affects their bash. So if you use a blade stopper, for instance, they will bash for a flat 50 every time. Flat 50, bash 50, bash 50, bash 50. It's just, it's flat amount of damage. Which is one of the reasons these shields are great, because you put a shield on there and it's almost like he's swinging another weapon. It's crazy. Smashered. About to start doing some race unlocks? Hell yeah, you're solid. Heck yeah. Need to unlock some Wood Elf. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I still need to unlock some of these frickin' races. I have some of the, I got Erudite, Gnome, Halfling, Troll, Karen, and the Froglock left. This one, I just need to do the quest series, I guess. This one, I got a bunch of hand-ins. This one, I got to farm a bunch of Death Fist belts. This one, I got to farm a bunch of clockwork things. This one, I just need to do the rest of the heretics, and then I can switch over and do the paladins. Although you need these guys. They did something really weird with that Torrid Corruptor, where you literally have to like level a faction all the way up so you can do the paladin portion of their epic. And then once you do that, you hand it in, you get the Soulfire, and then you kill the guy, and you grind out the opposite faction. And it's just like you have to ping pong that faction up and down. And I was just like, I can't be bothered. It's not worth it. The proc on that weapon is pretty terrible. Gnome is the most important one. Have you missed that one? Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Your pet can have... Yes. So, very important thing about your pet here is that if you're going to do a two-handed weapon and a shield, and I don't know how long they're going to maintain this, but if you want to do this, you have to put the shield in this slot. It will not work if you put it in any other slot. Your weapon has to be in this slot. It will not work if you do it any other way than this, which is one of the things that tells me it is very likely this is a bug and they just screwed up when they change this. So it is. I think that they will probably change this. They will probably fix it, but at least for the time being, this is currently the most amount of damage I have seen out of my pet. Oh man, I was going to do Death Fist belts, but it was awful. I gave up after hitting orc camps in 3 zones and getting like 15 belts. Other game OG, dude, I did the same thing. I filled 2 full inventories full of belts, and I handed them in, and it was like, you're apprehensive. And I was like, oh no, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm good. I'm snake solid. This isn't happening right now. Looking forward to your video on it. Awesome, awesome, dude. Hey, G624, thank you so much. I actually really enjoyed talking to you, by the way. You're very insightful. You seem very thorough, and I really appreciated the back and forth, because it was because of that conversation that I was able to kind of locate part of the damage floor that I was experiencing. I was able to identify where it was, and I was also able to identify there's actually another damage floor above that, and then there's another damage floor above that. So I think it will be very interesting to see what happens as time goes on. Yeah. You're looking forward to the video on unlocking Ogre. You just pick them, like, go right into your character select, and then you click on Ogre, and that's how you do it. Oh, Farlashir. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm not going to lie. It was a lot. Like, just doing the pet in general. What I'll tell you, though, okay, is if Beastlord is still the weakest pet, it's not bad. There's hope. It's not terrible. It needs some help. It needs some love, but it's not terrible. One thing I couldn't figure out is how to work this goddamn pet illusion. People kept telling me all I need to do is go into my inventory and put the illusion item in my activated item storage, and then it would pop up for my pet, but it never did. Mark Hubler, what's going on, baby? How are you? It never does. I don't know. I thought it would be cool to walk around. Instead of having the bear, I could have like a dark elf, and he could roll around in his Indocilite. Salanan87, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well today. So basically, your pet is actually pretty damn good. He's actually, if you look at my stats compared to him, my pet is actually doing quite well. My pet actually has better stats than me. Granted, I have quite a bit more strength than he does, but, you know, he's doing quite nicely all the same. You have to take the exaltation out and put it in activated. Oh, really? Okay, that's the part that I didn't realize. Hold on. So you have to take the exaltation out. That's not my inventory, so it doesn't like it. Okay. Yep, go away. Now open you up. Boop. Boop. Okay. And then pet. And then... Oh! And then you have to summon the new pet, right? That's how you work? And item go in your activated item. That's weird. That's weird. Can you do any of the activated things like that? Okay. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Let's see him. Let's see if this works. Let's see how atrocious he is. Pets. What's going on, Cole? How are you? How are you doing, bud? Don't normal and charm pets hit for maximum, or shaker exceeds that? Okay. Hold on. You cannot, and this is really important. I need a lot of people to hear me when I say this. Charmed pets are not in the same... They're the entirety of everything to do with charm pets is different than summon pets. It is not comparable. They are not in the same class. They do not operate the same way. They do not utilize stats the same way. They do not utilize items the same way. They are vastly different. Vastly different. Like, massively different. Chad, do you need more than one mask for that? No, you only need one, but it has to be a 4. It has to be a +4. Here we go. Bam. There he is. Look at that sexy little warder right there. Look at him. Hey, and now we can both be... Boom. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. We're just two guys chilling. Just two guys chilling. He needs pants, man. Where are this guy's pants? Shrink him? No way. He's like my twin now. Look at him. He's got a big old sword and a big old shield. He's a boss man. How's your pet a dark elf? Yeah, you can do. They have the pet illusion stuff. You have to have an illusion item, and apparently you have to pull the illusion exaltation out of it and put it into your activated items slot, and then you can select it. So there's like if you want to do There's another illusion item, the Amulet of Necropotence, you can do the same thing with and make it a skeleton. I'm actually going to try and do... There's a quest for Neriak-based clerics and shamans that allows you to turn into a halfling. And if I can figure out if I can use that halfling mask for the same thing, but you might not be able to pull that one out because it is a click. If it's infinite uses, maybe, if they made it infinite uses, that'd be pretty cool. But we'll see. We'll see. So let's see here. Even only one excitation panel. Chad, you need I used to be an egg. Hell yeah, Smitty. Shrink him so he can be your mini-me. Just two bros being bros, that's right. Pantsless makes him the true broken. Yeah, you guys will never know if I have pants on or not. Love your idea. Don't Classic have the Erudite mask from Stanos and Highhold? So, I believe they removed Stanos, but we could check. Can confirm no pants streamer. All right. Here's the real question, though. So he's got it on now, right? Oh, well, he should maintain it when we zone, right? Let me quick buff real quick. Buffing. We'll go see. Is it great? No. Is it viable? Yes. Is it tremendous? No. Is it worthless? No. Is it a really frigging lot of resources to spend on a pet in order to make it usable? Yes. It is ridiculously expensive. It is way too expensive for a pet to cost as much as it does just for you to make the thing be able to live in the higher levels. Pretty sure High Elf Mask comes from giving Stanos head to General from Rogue Epic. The General doesn't spawn. I know I tried. There's also the Froglock potions. I wonder if you could do the Wood Elf crown. Isn't the Wood Elf crown like in the game? Sitting in Befallen at level 11 with crap gear. Is there somewhere better to go for gear? So you could do Befallen still. Befallen is good gear. When you hit about 13, 14, you could go to Nagenna. I personally am a big fan of Crushbone, but probably because I've been in Befallen way too many times and I've spent way too much time there. It's a little ridiculous. No, that's Velius. Damn it. Is not working as they intended and will get changed, FYI. God dang it, Sprocket. Oh, that's right. You turned Stanos' head into the Rogue Epic guy in Kithcore. Oh, yeah. Woonchi, what's going on? How are you? I personally like Crushbone. So I don't know, like this is cool. I like this. This is neat. We do need to go to the Lizard Town. This is something I hope they change. I'd be curious to hear how you guys like what you guys think about this, but I would genuinely like to see them. I think they need to put vendors for all the spells in all the towns. I know that they want the Ixar town to be the hub, but it is... man, how do I put this? Like, I don't like it because it really puts new players at a massive disadvantage. And what I mean about that is so the next thing that I'm creating a guide for, by the way, actually, rewind. I am starting something called Legendary Lessons. It's a series that I'm creating on YouTube, which is going to outline all of the fancy, nice things for new players, intermediate players, and veteran players. We're going to go over guides on how to make money and starter guides and just figuring out what to do when you get in the game, how to manipulate your user interface, what the best systems are to level items, the best ways to make money, the best ways to get experience, the best ways to get AAs. But one of the things that I have already noticed as I start going over like a tips and tricks video for new players is that right off the gate, if you don't choose an Ixar, you might not be able to buy any of your spells. Like you could choose a melee class and then 2 spellcasters that aren't starting in the town that you chose, and then what? Like if you choose a ogre warrior and then choose a wizard and a mage as your secondary and tertiary classes, what are you going to do? Like, we all know who've been around, like, you're going to sneak around and you're going to go buy your spells. That's what you do. Or you switch to an enchanter and you do this, and you play these little finicky systems. But the problem is like, new players aren't going to know that, and they shouldn't be they shouldn't have to go outside the game in order to just discover the basic mechanisms of the game. And I really don't mean, like, I'm not trying to be a dick, and I'm not trying to make things more difficult, and I'm not trying to, like, make things more easy either. I think that if your target audience is to get new players into the game, you really need to cater somewhat to that system. Like, you can't just have it so that, like, someone accidentally, they're like, man, you know what sounds really cool? I'm going to make a barbarian wizard. And so I'm going to start off as a barbarian rogue, and then I'm going to go from that rogue, I'm going to make this thing, and I'm going to make that thing. I'm going to, barbarian rogue mage. But I can't actually buy anything. So, crap. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, yes, it's super easy to get enough faction for Ixars, but people don't know what the hell an Ixar is. People don't know that there's an Ixar town that has all the spells in it. People don't know how to get to that town if they do figure out where it is or that it exists. There's like so much, there's such a vast hole of the new player experience that is just like, what? You know what I mean? I'm effectively new to EQ. Walking from Wrath to Freeport was an experience. I bet. They should suggest that new players start as Ixar. Maybe that is an answer. Tangent, I hate when the answer to an issue is it's easy to fix. It's a hurdle is easy when why even the hurdle at all. I think just having a bit of tutorial overhaul I mean, it has a tutorial. I don't actually think the tutorial is all that great personally. But that is, that's kind of my opinion of it. It really only introduces you to item leveling. And that's kind of all it does. It doesn't really, like, tell you much of anything. The Karen starting zone is a great experience. Hope we get more of that. I haven't touched the Karen stuff yet. Maybe that's what I do on stream. Have people been doing that on stream? Larry, thank you so much. Larry W. Bush II. Awesome name. Thank you so much for the follow. Maybe put spell vendor for all classes in the tunnel. Only have spell. Well, here, Trevor, same problem, dude. Same problem. You have a new player. What is an EC tunnel? Why do I care? I started on the other side of the planet. What is a EC tunnel? There's a starting zone for Karens. Yeah, it's on the island. It's on Karen Island. Tutorial zone would be great. Hub, yep. Maybe that's what they do. Maybe they add like more to the tutorial so that you can kind of run around. Karens look like a wet cat. Karens look like something. Let's see. We're going to destroy these keys because we don't need them. I'm going to save those toes because I do need those to make the focus items so we can test those out. Let's see. We got our soul leech. We definitely need to save that. We've got... I just killed Innie before I logged in because I had to record some stuff for that video. I was looking at recording some group content. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Well, there we go. Do these have... Yeah, I can pull that thing out. Cool. Leather sandals. Just an ogre wearing hobbit feets. Oh, man, I got my dogs are out. Look, this is a nightmare no one should have to see. Look at those toenails, man. Oh, God. All right. Some purty feet. Man, you sure do got a purty mouth. Cut your nails. No, I can't reach them, bro. It's called Let Me Speak to Your Manager. Oh, man. So, like, look, and not for nothing, like, look, there's a huge player hub here, right? Like, look at all these people. This is great. This is awesome. You see all these people. You see all these people around. I do like this. However, like, the mere concept. Cam Bam, show me the feet again. Okay, for you, I'll do it. For you, here. You want the like. Oh, look at them. Oh, look, little toe bend there. Look at that little toe bend. See that? Hold on, I'll give you. You get a little butt itch too. You want a little butt itch? Hold on, it's coming. It's coming. You got to wait for it. Oh, look at those cankles too. We might have to go do the Karen quest so that we can ask for the manager. Yes. That's right. Is the beast pet pumping? Is it pumping? No. Is it terrible? No. If it's still the worst pet, which we have to test it against the other pets, it is viable, but the investment to make it viable is insane. It is crazy. Crazy pants. Yeah, look at all these players. This is good to see. Don't get me wrong. I like to see this. I'm excited by this. However, that being said, I also think that this is a weird choice to make this zone. Also, it has this little dungeon in here. And, like, you have a bunch of players in here, which means often this is going to be, like, your laggiest place. And people, like, I don't know. It just seems like a really weird decision. Unless you're just going to auto-start people here. Just seems odd. It's okay to have a hub like Baz or POK, but you have to have everything there and not require faction to go there. Yeah, I think that's part of it, but I also think that like new players have to be able to start here, and there needs to be some introductory quest line. Like it's got to be like, yo, you just started the game. Let me show you some cool stuff. Go here, talk to this, collect, go kill 5 bears and collect, 5 bear butts. And then take those bear butts and bring them to Sally because she's going to make bear butt stew. And then once she makes bear butt stew, you need to go give that to guard Swash. And then he's going to be really happy that he got to eat, but he's so mad at his wife because she didn't make him dinner again. So he's going to have you go poison her by, like, using some other game mechanic to do that. Kind of like the hero's journey and Crescent. Yeah, exactly. Peyton, straight up. Yeah. I just started EQ Legends, so you have a video on how to get there as a new player. So Newbie One, literally in the process, like literally in the process of how to do this. Because once you get here, it's not just as easy as like, yay, I'm here. Then you have to, after you get here, you actually have to get faction in order to do this stuff, which may not be simple depending on the race and class and gods that you worship. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of wonky. It's not a particularly fun experience. Well, so guys, the sneak hide thing is great, but as a new player, you may have no idea that sneak and hide even exist, or that it even is this very bizarre mechanic where you can access, an NPC from sneaking and hiding behind them. Like, it's such a strange, weird mechanism, and like you literally have to know about it in order to like even interact and play the game. It's wonky. It's a very strange mechanism, and I'm not even saying like, oh my god, we need to cater the entire game to like new players and stuff. I'm just saying, as a new player, if your goal is to like bring people, make the game more casual for people so that you can actually like bring some people in, then you're gonna need to be able to bring people in. You're gonna need to be able to make it easier so that people's experience isn't necessarily like, I log in the game, I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. I have no idea any of the NPCs. I don't know how to find these NPCs. I don't know how to move. I don't know how to, like, there's an archaic keyboard guide in the tutorial. There is a guide on how to combine items, and that's basically the extent of it. Actually, That's not a terrible poker. The backstab damage on it's kind of ass, but it's not a terrible poker. Are these fire? Yeah. Okay. Bad feeling, enchanter changing race and ally, and I still couldn't turn in some stuff. Yeah. This is how I felt when I first started because I hadn't played since 2000, so I was clueless. The first, yeah, exactly. I'm with you. Sneak hide. Yep. Arcane shit. I literally just ported to the other side of the world to access a bartender because I forgot about sneak hide. There you go. If you're going to require something to do things, there you go. Daybreak game not onboarding new players. Well, yeah, new ad. Like, I love you, brother. We could be cynical about it, but I'm sick and tired of being cynical about it. Something clicked for me the other day in my Discord, and I know, like, this is kind of calling some people out, but, like, I'm just kind of tired of, like, people popping in or bopping around and basically, like, you know, not really contributing anything and just coming in and being like, yeah, man, these people are shitty, aren't they? And it's like, yeah, they have done a lot of really stupid shit. It's true. But, like, what does that do? Like, what are we achieving by just sitting around saying they're being shitty over and over and over and over and over and over again? Like, can't we come to some type of conclusion where maybe we can, like, arrive someplace? And me as a content creator, I can make a bit of an impact on some of this stuff. And I kind of hope that some of the things that I do have an impact, but it is very difficult. And I'm not trying to say, like, I'm important or my opinion matters more than anybody else. It's nothing like that. It's just, you know, if my voice gets heard and people hear it and understand, like, oh man, we need to make a change or we need to make a difference in this way, that way, or the other way, that is good to me. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but I don't know. You should bring back current live EQ tutorial. It's quite good. You mean the Kobold? What is it called? Glooming Deep? Is that the one you're referring to? Don't know who I am. I only know that I must Google. So much Google. I love the devs in the dev-only beta said, we have no problems getting all our spells. Oh, really? You mean the people who made the game know its secrets? Yeah. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of a detachment there, but it's one of those things where, like, hopefully they can kind of come to a conclusion where they can say, oh man, you know, like, oh, if only we had thought about it this way, or only, like, we had reviewed or thought about this thing or that thing, you know. I just kind of hope that they are able to arrive at one of those spaces. We'll put these in storage because we might need those. I'm gonna level these up. I have a plan for those. I have a plan for that too. In dock light, I don't think I can use that yet because we have not enough pet slots. 6-note blade, don't need. Dawn Chaser is junk. Embrued plate helm. Ooh, dang. We just need the pants. Let's see what else we got. That's my soul fire down there. We can actually put that there, and we can put this here. And I'm sorry, like, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to, like, like, the other day there was a lot of people in the space, and rightfully so. Like, there's a lot of people upset. There's a lot of people who ended up buying things in the game and weren't able to play their account for days. And I'm just like that sucks, and that really hurts to see that those people did, like, they supported them, and then they basically got not a lot. And it actually, not for nothing, it took a lot of self-control to not make a video and be like, these guys are ridiculous. Why aren't they talking about this publicly? These people are out. There's more people constantly spending money and being put in the same situation. This feels bad. We should be doing something differently here. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just tired of all the poo-poo. All the poo-poo. Plane of Sky named. It's like an hour, Paradox. Probably spent years trying to get them to listen, but they don't. What else can we do? I don't think trolling helps. And I don't think trolling gets anybody. All trolling does is it gives them an argument not to listen more. If they're a company that comes out and says, like, we're not going to listen to you because all you do is troll us, and people's response to that is to troll harder, then we didn't achieve anything. We've trolled ourselves, if nothing else, right? And so if we give them a reason to turn off or just ignore people, then we are literally just handing them control over the entire situation. Whereas if people are giving meaningful feedback and reasonable feedback in a respectful and, constructive way, then if they still decide not to listen, at least you can say, we made a good faith effort. We put that there, and here's the evidence. Instead, if you go in there, you have like 300 people who are throwing clown emojis on everything and boots on everything, and like, it's funny, it's funny, but it immediately removes any type of viability, any type of value that you or your name have when you do that. Is the keyring still being used in Legends? Kind of. Not really, but kind of. It's a very weird keyring. It operates very strangely. Very, very strangely. I think we have everything that we need now. I'm going to put this in here as well, actually. Man, I could get that up higher. Yeah, whatever. We're going to leave. No, we're not. We're going to take it with me. And maybe I'm being blind or maybe I'm being naive, but I do feel like if we want to be heard and we want to actually have our voices received, I think that we need to be adults in this situation. Just my 2 cents. I've got the Beatus. Don't talk to me about poo-poo. Drizner. I'll talk to you about whatever I want. The one thing Daybreak should know how to not screw up is their store, since that's what I don't think. All right. I'm going to tell you one of the reasons I haven't really talked about the store a whole lot. I have a feeling that it's not necessarily like a Daybreak issue as much as it's a Game John issue. I think that Game John built an environment and Daybreak has an environment, and when they tried to connect the two, they just missed, and then scissoring happened, and it was really ugly scissoring. It was messy. There was like a lot of cleanup that had to happen. It was terrible. It was just not a good situation, not a good scene. You know what I'm saying? People tried to spend the money. Daybreak wanted to catch the money, but unfortunately, it just kind of like, nope, it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. Cam Bam. This is an easy earring to get to. This is an easy. You just bring rubies to the female troll in Inokthul Swamp. I could level it up too. I probably should, but I'm just too lazy. I can't be bothered. I don't really need to. Yeah. Yep. Is it the best earring that you can have? No. But it is a very good earring. It occupies most of the classes that people are going to play at some level. Matter of fact, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You cannot even play a combination that can't wear the earring. So there you go. Are there changes on it? I don't see any. Yeah, there's one change. Cooldown. Cast time. Let's see. At what point is it enough trying? Those old school players that spent years yelling from the mountaintops, you can't expect them to continue trying. Then Biggs. Then what are they doing in this space? If their response is to throw a temper tantrum and like kick and scream, then that's on them. They decided to maintain the space. Like if they played and they're like, nope, screw you guys. You guys are terrible. I'm going to now troll everything you do. Then you have made a conscious decision to stay in the space that is making you unhappy and make the space more unhappy for everyone else involved, including other people who would otherwise be having fun. I don't see that as really a positive way to handle things. I saw secrets you can only hold 3, so make use of them. Yes, Taxi, I do have 3. I spent my first 3 on leveling my pet to level 10. And these probably are going to go into a pet as well. What is your... Yeah, it comes down to the old saying, you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. It's fair. I've noticed they don't directly reply saying we're going to make changes. However, they have said a few things keyed in listening to feedback in the Discord. Yeah, they have a plan as far as what they want to do, guys. Like, and it's sort of presumptuous of us to think otherwise, but they're not necessarily going to communicate. I think we have to kind of accept the fact that their communication is poor, and we need to decide for ourselves whether or not that's something we want to continue doing or not. Do you think spell stacking will get addressed at all? Kind of sucks that Force of Nature won't stack with... I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, because there's a lot of really weird spells that don't stack. They're like the Ranger spell lines don't stack, which is really weird. I can't heal something with... like, I can't use the Druid heal on something that has Inner Fire on it, which is really strange. There's a lot of really weird connections there. They asked if there are any charges. Oh, yeah, there's 3. Sorry. Yeah, there's 3 charges. Or actually, there's 6. Cooldown group 3. Yeah, there's 6 charges you can see right there on the earring. Let's see here. 100% I learned a life lesson a long time ago. If something you do is for fun and it's not fun anymore, then why are you doing it? Exactly. Usually sunk cost fallacy. But I learned a lesson. Yeah. Also broken when you get some time. Can you explain how the lockouts work? Yeah, we can talk about lockouts. I have a couple of those. Let's go do Finny real quick. Let's go do Finny and we'll go. I haven't killed Finny at all. So let's go jack him up. Not jack him off. Let's jack him up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over there. You're going to see we got a lot of different lockouts here. And one of the things that they did is they created a really interesting new system where your lockouts are tied to the zone. Cyanide, there's a lot more research that needs to be done, but we'll get into that in a minute. You're speaking of the extreme cases. There are those that are in the middle ground where people trying to bring these things up, legit convos. Yeah, no, if you're if you're trying to have legit conversations, absolutely, then you're doing the right thing. I think that those people are absolutely trying to talk and trying to make the difference and change the best way possible. However, those people who are out there and they're like literally creating as much trouble as they can, the people who are spamming the emotes and like literally just trying to like burn set things on fire because they're unhappy or whatever. Maybe they're just trying to cause trouble. Maybe they're not trying to cause trouble at all, but they're just not using the best methods to communicate, and it just doesn't make their communication any better, and we can't have that discussion. Yeah, Biggs. But here's the thing. How many different ways can you play EverQuest right now? There's a lot. There's a lot of different ways you can play EverQuest. And many of them don't involve the people who people are having a hard time with. Daybreaks, yep, that's true. Have you tested the pet level with hit accuracy versus higher levels as you leveled it up? Yes, I did, Chair. I sure did. And here's what I'll tell you. The accuracy sucks. So at the max level Beastlord Pet, whoops, we ran past it. The max level Beastlord Pet is hits with roughly 55 to 56% accuracy. Once you level it up to plus 10, it can hit anywhere between it's really like 58 to 65%. And the reason that it's so variable is because with Flurry, you can tell that it's a computer random generator, because what'll happen is like if they hit with a line of fury, they'll miss the next like 10 attacks. So basically the way random number generators typically work with computers is they typically stack them all in a pile. So like if you roll succeed, then you usually are going to roll succeed in a series. And then if it rolls fail, you're usually going to fail in a series. So if depending on how you do the parse, like I was doing, I started off by doing 5-minute parses, then I did 10-minute parses, then I did hour-long parses, and compared them like progressively. And what I'll tell you is the pet is like the variance is so high because their accuracy is terrible. I mean, it's literally terrible. It's 317 right now, right? Here, we can even go into the buff bar here, and we can do this and give him all the buffs again. But it's literally just dog water. It unfortunately leveling the pet, and I said this before, and I'll keep saying it, and I really wish people would stop articulating that the way to fix pets is to give them more levels. You only gain 6 accuracy per level, which amounts to almost nothing. Okay? You gain 6 accuracy per level, which is like, you still can't hit the broadside of a barn. Gotta run, but self-report, but sorry for ranting in your Discord. No, you're good, dude. You're good. It's not, like, listen, it's not about the ranting that I care about. It's the people who are in these places who are just like, they're not even playing the game. They just come in and they're like, I'm gonna throw in my shitty 3 words. That's my contribution to this discussion. I don't even play it. I don't even know how any of this stuff works, but I'm gonna come in and I'm just gonna shit on it. I just don't like that. I think that's doesn't contribute to anything. We jack him off too. Ooh, hot. Just a little bit. Gotta run. Yep. Finny pro tip: you can invis past his 4 seahorse guards, swim to the bottom, and pull Finny his guard. Yeah. So Paradox, I was doing that. I have Harmony, which allows me to get him that way too. What's going on, Gwyneth? How are you? You can't jerk a Finny, but you can tune a fish. Ooh. Did learn the hard way about the 30 buff limit in a group today. Could get HOTS or promised renewal on people because 30 buff limit. 30 buff limit. Does that include songs? Been having a ton of fun at 50. Controversial take. I'm sure changed many hours. Been enjoying Skygrind. No, man. I don't think that's a controversial take. I mean, the game's fun. Literally. Setting things on fire. Streakiness isn't computer RNG. It's poorly implemented RNG. Shitty 3 words is 3 words. I guess. So is getting Flurry AA for pet a DPS loss? You don't get an option to buy it. It is automatic, and it doesn't mean that it's a DPS loss. It just means that the randomness of the damage is greater because it is bunched together. If that makes sense. Hell yeah. Yeah, it kind of stinks when I go ask something on Discord and get told by 3 people, you gotta buy it at the shop. Yeah, that's gonna stop. I'm gonna be putting my foot down on some of that stuff. I'm tired of that myself. That is going to be a thing that we address. We're also missing one of our attack buffs. So it doesn't look like the Prairie Dog City. Oh, does it not, Scott? Does it not? It was funny the first 20 times? Yeah, right. It was hilarious. The first 70,327,694,381 times. It was great. I loved it. But let me tell you, after that, I'm over it. What? 42-hour parse? Where can I read the results? On my hard drive. I'm gonna make a movie of it. I'm gonna make a movie out of it. It's gonna be a 42-hour movie, and you're gonna be sitting there watching nothing but parses. It's gonna be great. I hope you guys really enjoy parses. Oh man, it's a big fat ogre standing behind a bear hitting a freaking training dummy for 42 hours. It's great. No, that's not at all how that's gonna work. I always need more content to listen at work, buddy. Dude, there's nothing to listen to except for. And that's the sound of my bear hitting stuff. Oh no, am I too fat? What? I'm too fat to make... I'm too fat. Son of a... God. I'm too fat. 42 hours, the ad revenue. That wouldn't be that much ad revenue, because not many people would sit there and watch that. Okay. So how do you feel about Druid? Dude, hot take. I like Druid now. I actually really enjoy Druid. I don't actually want to give up Druid. I know, that probably makes me a really weird case, but I really enjoy Druid. Real talk. Damn, I came here for 40 hours of bear noises. Oh, Marin Glace. Oh, man, I'm so sorry you missed it. And I deleted the VOD, because, you know, It's a secret to everyone. It's a secret to everyone. Let's see. I put that on channel so you can have 1,000 ads in the video. No, not gonna do that. It's a good class. Monk main, Shaman, Shadow Knight, Berserker, pretty much any melee, and then any like booster. So like Bard, Shaman, Enchanter, any of those. Let's see here. We'll go in here. Danger, you already possess 3. Okay, whatever. Like Druid for leveling. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, man. Isn't as good as a mage pet, but the proc buffs are super nice to have. I don't know. So the proc buffs are something, but I don't actually think that the proc buffs are all that needed or all that important. You can get more out of a shaman. 10-hour broken pet ASMR. Ooh. It's made for bears. Not the kind you find in a forest. I thought the same thing when I switched off Druid, that I wanted it back. Yeah, it's the heal is stupid. Their heal over time is dumb. It's so good. Set it and forget it. Oh, fun, instance issues again. Nah, it's fine. Just takes a second. Okay, so you go up to goo. All right, the goo's gone. There's go. All right, you go up to the goo, right? This is how instances work. This is what we were asked to show off or asked to explain. So you go up to the goo, right? You say, hey, goo, what's going on? Hey there, goo. I'm in danger. You say the word danger right there. See that danger? All right. Oh, it's behind my fat head. Well, behind my fat head is the word danger. See right here? Right there, danger. So basically, you click that, it's going to open up a little window. You're going to be able to select what difficulty, whether it's a solo or multiplayer. You can actually have it filter all your lockouts or just the one that you're looking at. And then there's multiple types of lockouts, okay? So first, there's a dungeon lockout, okay? Which means in 17 hours, this lockout to Kedge Keep, solo, and group raid zone will go away, and I can go back into it in 17 hours and 48 minutes. When I kill Finny, inevitably, Finny will give me a loot timer, which you will see. I have loot timers for a lot of these other little buggers here. There we go. So basically you can see like Lord Nagafin, Magus Rokal, Warlord Scarlond, King Tranix, Maestro, all the Yales. So these are specifically tied to a weekly lockout. They have a system within the game that allows you to kill these once a day for one piece of loot. You can kill each one once a day, but it will only drop one piece of loot. The weekly kill will get you a normal loot table, meaning you can get like anywhere between 2, well, it depends on what boss you kill. If you kill Yale, technically you can get 1 item. So you could kill Yale and get 1 item, or you could kill Nagy and get like 7 items, I think, as the top. So because Real Man, he stays in Kedge. Woo! Primus always runs all way from Kedge. What? Occupy F2P, what's going on, baby? I was never a Druid player, but I thought I do. In THJ, I fell in love. Oh, dude, Druids are so great here. They're so insane here. Timer says add in 50 seconds. Crap. We can talk about it when they come back, or we can clip it and turn it into a little, like, a short. You know a lot about the game. Know if it is intentional that instances don't drop bone chips hardly befallen. Yeah, so you want to know why that is? Randy? It's because they changed the mobs. When they redid the dungeon, they did this to every dungeon so far. They changed the mobs from being skeletons to being whatever the hell mob that they created. And so now bone chips are not on the new mobs drop list, because it's not technically a skeleton. It's an excavator. It's a sturdy skeleton. It's a puny skeleton. Is it intentional? I don't think it was intentional. They actually, when they did it to Black Burrow, they screwed up and they made it so they no longer drop Null Fangs. They also made it so they no longer dropped the pup pelts. They also made it so they no longer dropped. So basically, what they ended up doing is they ended up screwing up a bunch of quests that were in the game that would have otherwise been like really good for them. And they were like, oh yeah, we screwed this up, our bad. And then they went through and they actually put them all back in. So I don't know, like, I think they're really busy right now. I think there's a lot of problems going on behind the scenes, if I had to guess. But once we know more, once we see more, we'll be able to make that call and we'll be able to kind of move from there, right? Come on, why can't I can't click the swirl spine. All right, fine, we'll click that one. All right, last one. Last one. And this is a precautionary thing. You don't have to do this. Love ads, play more ads, sir. I wish I could. I wish I could. No, I can't. I can absolutely play more ads. I don't want to. I hate freaking playing ads. If I could, I wouldn't play them at all. Yeah, sounds 100% like an oversight. Hopefully easy fix. Yeah. Yep. Divinity, I swear to Jesus, I will come and I will take your candy. And not a good kind of candy taking either. Like a real bad kind of candy taking. Hey there. Hey, fish. Get your ass over here. I got some talking to do to you. Oh, my pet is straight up gonna grab him. Get over here, pet. Get back over here. Pet. I need pet hold. Come here, fish. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. What are we doing? Oh, he summoned me. What the crap? Come on. Get over here. Get over here, Dingleberry. Is he's just gonna sit there and cast. He's just gonna sit there and cast spells all day. Alright, 2 can play at that game. Oh, wait. Whoa. Where the hell did you just teleport me to? Fine. Fine. Going deep in Finny's star-shaped hole. That's right. That's right. We have to, you know, if we don't visit his aquatic starfish, then how will he know that we love him? There we go. Whatever. It's not a great location, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. Ow! Dick. I pulled all of DN, cast the AoE dot, and almost broke my computer with bee spam. Oh my god, nice. I can't remember what I used to... My computer used to eat crap. Oh, he just tried to forge. Oh, there you go. Yes. Excellent. Oh my god, we got... This is pretty much his best drop right there. Boom. We just got it. Why is it his best drop? Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you a little story about that. This is what it is. Do you see that it has a nice little 35% proc rate boost? That is a rogue proc, if I ever done seen one. 156. Yes. Very good, very good. We'll take that happily. What else do we get? Wand of tapping. Tapping that... Oh, malaise. Those are both junk. There you go. We killed a fish. All right. Now, when we go into our big list of doom, you will notice that we now have a fish in here somewhere. You see the kedge? You see how the kedge says 17 hours? We have a lockout timer of 17 hours and 41 minutes to return to kedge. However, for the Finningales, where are you, Finningales? Where are you? Finny, this is not in alphabetical order, you bastard. Kedge. Wait, what? Is there... Am I blind? CT, Dracolich, Dread, Fright, Any, King Tranix, Lady Vox, Lord Nagafin, Maestro, Magus. Is there not a Finny lockout? Are they just like, no, you know what? You know what? Finny's a beaut. You can do him once a day. I mean, that actually makes sense, because technically he is only an 8-hour timer. No lockout screen is busted. Wait, is it? It doesn't show all your lockouts? You gotta get that pet a robe now for some fashion quest? I mean, he does look good. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Dun 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 dun. LMMM replay. Yep, no, doesn't show up. Interesting. Pyra, what's going on, baby? Oh, what's the best charm pet in Fear? Rats probably. I mean, if you're gonna tank, if your pet's not tanking, or if you are tanking and your pet isn't, then you want to use the golems there. The golems have backstab and they're busted. Oh wait, in Fear. Sam Haynes were the necromancer. Spiders. Ugh. I mean, it's probably the most annoying pet, but the the imps are probably pretty good. Oh, you know the other one that's probably pretty good is the. I mean, you want to be careful, but the one that normally drops the basilisks, normally drops like the Beastlord stuff. That one stuns. That's pretty good. I can't really... Nightmares are high MR. I think probably monkeys are probably the best. I can't really see anything else. I mean, maybe the spider. Spider's okay. No way, Scarelings. Do they... Wait, whoa. The Scarelings teleport your target? Do they really? They teleport NPCs? Oh, okay. I was gonna say... Whew, that... They need to fix that. That's really bad. The monkeys have an innate cold proc. AMI SKs are probably good. Yeah, but AMI SKs are the ones you want to kill, bruvs. Those are the ones you want to kill. In Wrath Mountains is insane. Dude, that thing stuns you for like 10 years. That would be bad if they did. Yeah, probably. Hail. Danger. You possess 3 things. Don't do this. It's a trap. I don't even know what I'm after now. Yeah, so the big verdict, or the most information that we have on the pets right now, is that the warder is pretty decent. It is not terrible. It can tank a lot of different things. I've taken him into D4 now, and he's actually been fine in D4. His damage is subpar. It's something. It's a little something. If you just let him run on his own, he can do like 100 DPS. But they run out of mana really fast. It takes, on average, your average pet takes about 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes to run out of mana. Which, you know, feels... Oh, there's the fish boy right there. For a second, I thought I aggroed him. I was like, what did I do? So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that by and large, pets are not as bad as they were. I just think that... I think that the Beastlord pet has no business being a Beastlord. Like, literally. Like, absolutely zero purpose in being a Beastlord. I don't know as that I agree with the... I don't know as that I agree with the sort of knee-jerk reaction that they made, where they just like, they're like, you know what sounds like a great idea? We're gonna make this. We're gonna take the berserker away, and we're just gonna turn this thing into a Beastlord. Cyanide, take it easy, man. Day job. Oh, that sucks. Shaman pet is war beast too. Yeah. Well, the shaman pet makes a little more sense. I gotta inspect it a little bit more, but people have been sending me parses of shaman pets, and I'm praying to Christ that they're all wrong. I am praying to Christ that they're all wrong, because the way it looks is that the shaman pet might actually be better than the Beastlord pet. And if that's the case... Oh, God. Please, no. Just don't. I don't know how that even happened. No. It's not because of Puma. We're not even talking about the damage that it can do. But I got Puma, so I'm jaded. Yeah, the Shaman Pet does pretty good for me. It hits for like 70s, yeah. If they're high, it's probably like 90% Puma. No. It's not, guys, it's not Puma. It has nothing to do with Puma. their stats are naturally higher than the Beastlord Pet. Like, their base stat line is higher than the Beastlord Pet. Enchanter Pet is worthless and Charm is pointless while leveling, at least. Enchanter Pet is worthless and Charm is point... That's an interesting take. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Today is new adventures. What's going on, Spam? How are you? Yeah, people told me that the Shaman Pet, rank 10, is better than the Beastlord. Yeah, it appears that's the case, by the way. I'm for 125 Tory Corruptor. Yeah, that Tory Corruptor, still trash. Still trash. Thing's terrible. I don't know why they would make this. I don't know. This, the freaking proc on this is just... I don't know why they would do that. I level my Shaman Pet to 4, but it still casts level 4 to 8 spells. If you level it more, does it cast even better spells? Yes, in some cases. No, in others. Literally the same two wands. So it does cast better nukes. It does not cast better buffs. And it does not cast... It casts one better dot. It does eventually start casting... What the hell is it? Spiritual Brawn. But it doesn't cast like anything beyond that really worth it. It does increase the nuke that it casts, but that's about it. In fact, actually, mine basically stopped casting Sicken and sticks to Envenom Breath now. It used to cast Sicken quite a bit, but it only does this now. But this is a level 35 spell, you know? Like, it's only doing 90 damage a tick, so it is what it is, I guess. Torrid, does that mean it's for large races only? Wow, hurtful. Hurtful. I just saw this, but what was the DPS parsing for Beast? I mean, guys, so here's the thing. So the DPS parsing for Beast Pet naked is roughly 50 DPS. Anything, if I give you anything beyond that, it's based on gear and equipment, and not everybody's going to have the same gear and equipment, and they're going to go into it expecting, like, oh my god, my pet's going to parse for 100 DPS, or my pet's going to do this. I'm going to put, I'm going to put a freaking, Dragoon Dirk on it, and it's going to be the best thing ever. Man, my pet's awesome. But it's just not that easy. It's not that simple, which is one of the reasons, like, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get a video out. I need to be thorough, but I need to be short and concise with my descriptions and, like, my explanation of different things. So it will be coming. We will be getting a video. I will be explaining how all this stuff works, where it lands and things. AC affecting shields, making sure that you put your shield and your two-hander in the right slots. Right now, as it stands, two-hander, specifically the Earthshaker, is the highest DPS that I have achieved. Roughly 130 DPS on a good parse. That's like top end. So a little behind in the stream, but Enchanter Pet is great and Charm is amazing. So that sounded like a troll. It may have been. Who knows? Obvious rage bait. Charming is the most OP leveling. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys. People come in here all the time and they throw like weird comments out. Let's see here. Let's go back over here. We'll go back to buffing because we're missing a ton of buffs now. Because 130 kind of low. Pet? For your Beastlord Pet? Yeah. No, we're just... Yeah, no. Yeah, charm pets are not comparable. It's not even close. Like the charm pets just don't operate the same way other pets do. So does a pet delay have a ceiling? Is that why Earthshaker is good? No, they do not have a ceiling for delay. However, you're able to get the Earthshaker down to basically their base. So their base delay is 40. Their base delay is 40. Their base damage is 31. Or actually, it's 30. Anything below 30 1 damage does not increase their damage at all. Anything below 40 delay does increase their attack speed, even if it has lower damage than 30. There is 2 damage floors. One exists at 69, one exists at 77, and then you can push it above 77, and I haven't hit another floor yet. We're going to keep leveling the Earthshaker and see if we can't find that. But as it stands right now, the highest damage that I'm hitting for on my pet is like 117. I'm hoping that we see a little bit higher than that, and because my Earthshaker's not even that high. Oh, he's wearing it. It's not even that high, you know. And another thing. With pets, ignore the ratio. Please do not ever look at the ratio when looking at your pet. This means nothing for your pet. Because your pet has its own ratio, and it will override the ratio if the ratio is worse than its own. So this actually doesn't mean anything. Charm Pet uses 9 ES. Let's see here. Where should I go at level 34 as a solo in private instance? 34. You could go to Lower Gook. You could go to Soul B. You could go to Split Paw. You could go to... Technically, you could go to Mistmore. 34, 34, 34, 34, 34, 34, 34. There's another... You could technically... Soul B, Lower Gook. I'm forgetting something. There's somewhere else you can go. MM has the best Zem till 38. Has the best Zem, huh? So pets have the class to use class-specific weapons. If not, Barbarian Spiritus Hammer might make a good pet weapon to level up. Yeah, it would, but you have to be a shaman in order to use it. Yeah, thanks. There's probably a ton of places, but I'm new and trying to learn. Oh, Mr. Jiggleballs, like, listen, live it up, man. Live it up. Ask all the questions you want. Where are you getting this info from? So there was a belief that Mistmore and there's actually a couple other zones that we believed during the closed beta that had additional Zems. Mistmore was one of those. Literally the reason I left the closed beta Discord. Like, quite literally the reason that I left. I level faster in those zones. So that doesn't mean that it has a higher Zem. That just means that you may be killing faster. It might mean that the density of NPCs is higher. So should a shaman necro... Yeah, they could have lower hit points, so you kill them faster. So should a shaman necro be using the shaman pet? I think either of those pets is fine. If you're casting slow, I wouldn't worry about using the shaman pet a whole lot. If you want to be lazy and you don't want to cast slow, then you can do that too. They wanted people to level in outdoor zones about the same as dungeons for some weird reason. No, I think that was an excuse. If I'm being blunt, I think that was an excuse for them to lower XP rates. They're like, oh no, we're boosting the outdoor zones, but that never really actually happened. And then they were like, but oh yeah, we're also lowering all the indoor zones. Oh, you are? Cool. That's cool, I guess. Did he just summon me into a rock and now I'm stuck? Nice. I'm stuck in a rock. Oh, did he just bash me out of it? Nice. Oh, he's rooted me. Never mind. Shaman pet over Enchanter Illusion. So, someone was telling me, does anybody have a +10 Enchanter pet? Someone was telling me that the Enchanter pet, they lowered its hit points. I can't confirm because I don't have it yet, but I want to level it up. Yes, level in the outside zones that often have zero loot. Zero loot. NPC density is poor. Like, there's literally... I think it was just they were trying to find a way to kindly articulate reducing XP rates. They wanted people to level, yeah. Otherwise, they would have just buffed outdoor XP. Right. Yes, how do I judge if putting motes into spells is worth it to X point? Like, should I only take level 30-ish spells to +3 or whatever? Oh, Mr. Jiggleballs. Love the question. Love the question. Most of your spells have no purpose in leveling. It's going to sound really weird. There's a ton of spells that, you know, maybe it reduces their mana, or it reduces or increases their duration, or maybe increases their damage by a little bit or lowers the chance of being resisted. But most of your spells that, in my opinion, unless you're planning on literally just leveling as many classes as possible back to back to back, you should only be leveling only your highest tier of spells. Beyond that, there it is, Kedge Rope. Beyond that, you can very easily level things like pick whatever your primary class is, and then whatever spells are going to increase your pet's ability to, or your pet, Jesus Christ, your ability to like level quickly. So like, let's say you're a Shadow Knight or a Necromancer, level a low level life tap, and that'll be really good. You know, putting points in things like Vampiric Embrace increase the damage by a little bit. Not really all that great, not really all that worth it. Maybe at some point. Puma, on the other hand, which is a high-level proccing spell, is actually very worth it to level up. If Chanter max out AoE Mez ASAP, nod. Charm. Get Charm and Mesmerize. Yeah, those two are crazy. Betting there, mine is 4 at the moment, but I'm moat broke right now. Yeah, mine too. I spent all my damn moats on freaking leveling pet spells. We're getting back up there with the low ones, but I was trying to run around, you know, good old Befallen. I have to wonder if Crushbone level 4 is good, because you have like 3 named in a very small area right there. Kind of very similar to Befallen, but there's actually a 4th name that you can get to as well. It's all a matter of whether or not you can kill them at the correct rate. If you're gonna, then it might be worth a few motes in the mid-level ones for your primary. Yeah, exactly that. So I think we've pretty much gotten everything off Finny that we need. I've gotten the robe and the poker, so really no real reason to do any more here. I could do more, but I don't know why I would. I haven't done much Sky. There are cheesy ways to kill island bosses over and over, or nah. So what you do is you go in. You go to 0, you run up to whatever boss you want to kill, or if you have this cool thing, oh, you guys can't even see it. If you have this cool ability, then you go into the zone and you pop this and you see what's up, and if the boss you want is up, then go kill it. If it's not up, go to the next instance, or not the next instance, but the next difficulty, check it, and just keep going through them all. Once you've gone through them all and there's no boss up, either create your own private instance. Once you complete the boss that you need in your own private instance, go back through, check all the instances for the boss you want. Same thing. Just keep doing that. It's the fastest way. There are people in my guild that already have +10 versions of Sky items. Sky as a whole, though, is kind of a, like, I don't know. It's not my favorite way to interact with the game, but it is certainly a way to interact with the game. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm sure most of the streamers and content creators that you guys are watching, other than myself, are in Sky pretty much nonstop. Public zones are much harder, though. I don't know about much harder, but yes, they are definitely harder. What would you remove between Ranger, Druid, and Rogue? And what would you replace it with? I like Ranger, Druid, Rogue. I would probably I would probably remove the rogue, believe it or not, and I would take either a monk or a berserker. Ranger has the highest attack. I mean, you theoretically could also do something like a Beastlord as well. I know that sounds really weird, but the Beastlord actually has, you know, a slow. It's not like a crazy slow, but it's a decent slow. Illusion. There we go. It feels bad doing raid zones and getting tier 1 motes. It does feel bad doing raid zones and getting tier 1 motes. I have seen a tier 8 mote. I saw a tier 8 mote. I used it on my spell, but I did see a tier 8 mote. Let's see here. Is Monk Bard Druid any good? Yeah. I would imagine it'd be really good, actually. It'd be a lot of fun to play. You'd have really fast attack speeds. You'd have freaking insane resists. They had good heal. I actually don't know if you need a plate class. I notice a lot of people haven't really messed around with it all that much, but I don't think you need one. So do you have a Discord with tips, macros, information? Sorry to ask, just a noob with kids and limited time. Model69, don't ever apologize for asking a question here. Give me 1 sec. I am happy to give you the link to my encyclopedia, which I am currently working on. It is very early stages right now, okay? So bear with me, because right now I'm just gathering real hard information. So hopefully that goes to YouTube. Went to Kick, went to Twitch. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. No, doesn't want to go to YouTube. Here, I got you. Hold on. There you go. Oh, there we go. And then it sent it after I posted on YouTube already. Yeah, there you go. But that's the link to my my doc. I am currently working on it. It's got all the best in slot exaltations on there. It's got, if anybody's curious and wants to look at the data that I have for the Beastlord, most of the data is filled out for each level of the Beastlord pet. So I leveled the top tier Beastlord pet up, and I did each increment of like +0, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. I looked at the base stats and I actually added it up. I also put together their accuracy, roughly what their DPS was and whatnot, and kind of went from there. But that's the basic info. There's not really a lot of explanation. There's not really a lot of like, oh, hey, this was my experience, or this is what I felt with. So how bad was Beastlord? Well, worse than Bard. What do you mean when you say worse than Bard? Bard is one of the strongest classes in the game. Yeah, hell yeah. Hot take Chandler's stance is the best overall defensive stance. It can be if you have 2 mana casters, but if you don't have 2 mana casters, it feels pretty bad when you run out of mana pretty fast. Bro, if the Spirox keep trying to stab you in the butt, why are you letting the birds behind you? That's what we need to know. Spirits keep trying to, yeah. Jesus Christ. They stun me, blind me, I come to, and they're behind me. Yeah, you know why? It's because the Spirox have such a small attack radius that when they hit you, they bump you a little bit, and then they summon you, and when they summon you behind them. It's really stupid. Assert dominance. Hell yeah, brother. It's really dumb, actually. I'm gonna go kill the Afridi right now. Maybe I'll try and hit some of those bosses. There's some finicky stuff you can do. I don't even know if I'm gonna bother with the bee. The bee is so annoying. I hate the freaking bee fight. The islands are also like really, really bonkers busted. So like some of the bosses and some of the NPCs will literally like go to the other islands still. They said they had tethered them, but they definitely did not. When I was in there yesterday, they were all over the damn place. Someone who has never done Plane of Sky, you're making me nervous. Oh my god, the funds. You're getting nervous? Oh, okay. Well, you better buckle up. You better buckle up, Buttercup. About to make you a hell of a lot more nervous. They did not. I killed KOS on Island 2 when a Azarac pulled him to me. Biggs, I had aggro on the sister on Island 2. Something to do with the like pop-up that they do is really weird. I gave up on B my first time through the other night. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret about the bees. Alright? I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Oh no, dude. Biggs. It didn't let me kill her. I got summoned, and then it just zoned me, and that was all. And then I had to go back in and restart the fight. It was just super dumb. So there's a trick to the bees, okay? First thing, if you have a slow them all and slow them fast. If you don't have a slow, do you have a feigned death? If you don't have a feigned death, do you have invis, and do you have a calm that can land on them? If you do, then you're good, and you can kill the bees. If you have to fight them as a group, there's a really good chance they're going to take you to Pound Town, and it ain't going to be a fun time. It's going to be, they're going to pass you around like a bag of Oreos, and your cream filling is going to be everywhere. That's all I'm saying. I need a flowchart. Yeah. Channeler stance is good if you have a lot of mana regen. I went Bard, Necro, Enchanter, and just spammed life taps more or less while sitting in Channeler stance. It was awesome. That's cool. What difficulty, McCoy? What difficulty did you do that in? Oh, in beta. So in beta, I was able to do a warrior in channeling stance, and it was the most hilarious thing ever. Because the warrior mitigated so much damage, channeler stance didn't have to eat that much mana, and I was able to sit in channeler stance and literally no mana drained, and I took like practically 0 damage. Like my health bar didn't even move. It was stupid. You can root the bees too. True, you can also root the bees. However, you have to survive long enough to root the bees. Pacify the northwest one, pull the northwest one, and south boss and feign death. Reset real quick, stand up, aggro. Yeah. If you have all those tools though, that's a lot. You're talking about a lot of tools there. What's better, Paladin, Berserker, Paladin, Monk, in your opinion? So, I know there's going to be a lot of people who have opinions, but I'm going to tell you, I think Paladin Monk is better. I think Paladin Monk is better because Berserker allows you to basically run out of mana fastest. Your smite ability will drill through your mana so goddamn fast you won't know what the hell happened. You'll look down and your mana bar will be empty and you didn't cast a single spell and you'll be like, where did my mana go? And the reason is because Paladin or Cleric and Monk or SK Necro Bard, Smite needs to chill on mana consumption. Yeah, it's because it's percentage based. So it gets worse and worse and worse the higher level you go. That's like half the spells in the game. Not that get both. You just described what? How many? Wait, hold on. So Paladin or Cleric and Monk, SK Necro Bard, or Druid. So that's 1/3 of the classes, but also you would have to have those in conjunction to be able to feign death and pacify. Beastlord is worse than Enchanter? Tangent. That's a really bold take you're having right there. Are you okay? Is that something that needs to be adjusted, Smite? So Secrets has a habit, okay? I don't call Secrets directly out all that often, but this is a situation where I absolutely will. Secrets has a habit of buffing and nerfing things in percentages. It's never a flat amount. And if you look at the way that EverQuest handles buffs and negative, like boosts and negatives, you boost in percentages and you nerf in flats. What I mean by that is When something hurts you, it takes a flat amount. When something helps you, it uses a percentage. The reason for that is because as your character gets more powerful, as your character levels up, those abilities should not feel worse. Those abilities should feel better. You should feel stronger, not weaker. The way EQL works is a majority of the negatives are percentage-based. So the bigger your pool is of something, the more it hurts. So when your smite goes off and it uses 3% of your mana, it's using 3% of your total mana pool continuously. Your mana regen is not going up by a percentage, and so it's not compensated for its use. When you're lower level and your mana pool is smaller and it's using your mana pool, it is a much more appropriate amount of mana used because your regen accommodates. If that makes sense. As a druid, I can only beat the bees by charming one, or beat them easily, that is. Whoa! I didn't even try and charm one. That's a good idea, though. I didn't realize that their charm went that high. I didn't even look at that. I've intentionally been avoiding charm for the most part. Allure. Does it say? Does not give me a number. 43. Interesting. B is best pet in Sky. Reeve is the same way, but hardly notice. Why is that? Reeve is not the same way. So fun story about that. Because your hit point regen, it's not higher right now because I have Dark Temptation running. But if I didn't have Dark Temptation running, Reeve is not actually higher. Your health regen is higher. Your ability to heal through either spells or otherwise is much higher than your mana regen. And so you end up getting higher health regen. It compensates better. Oh, glad you did this. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Yeah, I've been playing PAL right now with a lot of strategies, mana management to keep smiting. Yep. Very interesting about pet windows. Oh, you can make a multi-chat windows. Oh, yeah, you can. See them all? So many. So fast. So furious. All right. So check it out. So what you would do is you pop open your track window, right? And you're like, oh, guess what? Noble Jorn is up. Cool. Awesome. We're going to go to Noble Jorn over here. Okay. We got the blade. I saw the blade spirit popping around, but he's up. He's right here. We're gonna pop him. Oh, there's 2 blade storms here. We don't really care about that. That'll be fine. We're gonna pop ourselves into defensive stance because none of these things actually cast. And then what we're gonna do, again, we're in difficulty 0. This guy dropped some really nice shinies. We're gonna be a nice person, and we're gonna go. Anyone want in for Noble Dojorn before I get him? We're going to be a bro. What's going on, Tendari? Wishing they would get rid of placeholders in Casio. My eyes hurt from camping Rubes. Oh, yeah, CT. Yep. Nobody's answering. It's not delivery. It's Noble DiGiorno. I believe Sure of the Wild works up to 49 by default. Oh, interesting. I got wife aggro from playing too much. She said charm a bee because that's the only honey you get in tonight. Jet set journey. Nice. All right. So here we are. We're going to be doing this. I haven't tried this. He's 63, so I definitely can't. Oh, they're 59. I don't think I can. Oh, God, that one's 61. Jesus Christ. I don't think it'll land on that, right? Oh, it did. It did land on that. Hold on. Hold on, then. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? It's making a little detour over here. We got to be quick. That spell does not last long. Probably still going to aggro, but we'll try. Come on, quick. 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 Come here. Get in the barn. Get in the barn. There we go. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. This guy's really not that hard, but if I don't have to deal with the blade spirits, it makes it a lot easier. As you can see, like, my health isn't really slinkying much. He's also just not taking debuffs. There we go. Slow. Oh, there's the Bladestorm. Okay, so I'm going to put my pet on this Bladestorm. I just want to show you guys a little something here. We can also take some health down, because we do have Leech Touch for our Harm Touch. So we can let our health bar drop a little low before we land that. You can see my... Oh, now my pet is tanking both. We're actually going to hit the Bladestorm. Come here. Give me one sec here. Deceiver Mask for Pet Illusion. Yeah, that's what it is. Chaz in Omaha. Whoa, with a rate of 52 people. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to pay attention. Oh, God, I'm trying to pay attention. Oh, they raided me. And, oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Have mercy. Welcome, Raiders. Landon Gamer, thank you so much for the follow. Love the clashing sword sounds. Yeah, that's the Bladestorms. Those guys are beasts. All right, we need to... I think I need to slow this guy. Oh, no, Pet already did. See? Pet already did. It's only drowsy, but still. Whoa, where did the Wind Raider... What the hell? Where did the Drake come from? From downtown. What's going on? Hey, Chaz, did you bring this Wind Raider Drake with you? Where the hell did this thing come from? Dude, it's going well. It's going well. Oh, God. All right. Yep. And I'm stunned for 10 years. Stunned for 10 years. Still stunned for 10 years. We're dead, probably. I don't know if I can accommodate that. Oh, boy. I have no idea where this thing came. Oh, God. What? Why? Why you do this? Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Dude, why did where did the Drake even come from? Stuns are fixed. Yeah, stuns are fixed. Dude, I have no idea where that Drake even came from. That was crazy. That was crazy. Those Drakes suck, yeah. The Drakes absolutely suck. All right, we got a rebuff now, which sucks. But welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Chaz, you sexy beast, you. How are you doing? You always raid with a Drake following you? That like, checks out, dude. That checks out. Bro, how was your stream? Step 21 of 21 leveling Warrior with Paladin Enchanter Warrior. Hell yeah, brother. How goes it, man? Were you having fun? You killing it? We loving the way things are working out? Doing great. Just got the trash quest done after hitting level 44 on the Warrior. Nice, dude. Nice. Frickin' enchanters everywhere. Perfect time for it. Yeah, just in time to see me die like a noob. Everybody's going to be really interested in my videos and my recommendations when you raid in and you see me die like a dirty little dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I failed you. I'm so sorry. All right, hold on. Let me find this nerd. This pet is actually decent. He's okay. Like, you saw he didn't die there. He was tanking. He lived longer than I did. That stupid frickin' Drake, man. Streamers fail, let's be honest. I mean, who doesn't, right? Like, let's yeah. There's a reason there's a whole channel called Streamers Fail. And it ain't cause people are like really kind and happy and they want to like stop by and be like, oh man, I'm really sorry that one thing happened to you. That must be really tough. That's not why. Not why at all. My streamer died. I'm out. No, the gins are no joke. 650. Yeah, but that's honestly, they're not that hard. I'm here to see you die like a dog or otherwise. Aww. Yeah, boys and girls, ladies and gents, if you don't know Chaz in Omaha, they make YouTube videos. They stream on Twitch. Definitely get out there and check them out. Actually, recently, he dropped a guy, and I made a point to check it out. A lot of good information out there. There's always like little nuancy things that like one content creator gets and maybe another content creator misses, or maybe they just don't touch on. So it's always a good idea to check out all the different content that's out there and make sure, you know. And the size of a content creator sounds really dirty. The size of a content creator does not necessarily constitute how great the content is or what the contents of their content is. That sounded really weird, and I used too many words that sounded very similar, and I don't know how to feel about any of it. All right. We do need to do the pet mount. Is he telling us his size? Not right now, maybe later, once we get enough tips. Sounds like a small content creator cope. Aw, Acrux. No. Dude, I'm happy. I'm almost actually, I'm getting close to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. That feels really good. My goal was 5,000 for the year, and I'm almost there already. Hoping we can push there. All right, we got all our buffs. We're good to go. We're going to go switch over to this. Say it ain't so. How the F do you even get to Shinlord and Upper Gook, Ben, running into a dead end? Oh, my God. So you... All right, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I'm about to... People call me out if I get this wrong. Okay. So you enter into Upper Gook from Swamp. You go to the T. You take a left. Okay? You're going to go through a little like circular wooden bridge. You go across that. Here you can take one of two ways. You can either go straight directly across that room. It'll take you down a wooden ladder. You're going to take the left farmost tunnel, which will take you up a ramp, and you're going to take a right. That's Squire right there. Or if you don't want to go that way, you can take a left when you come across the little wooden bridge, and you can go all the way to left. You go all the way to the back where you're going to hit a wall. You're going to take a right there. It's going to take you through a little room with a little well and stuff in it. You're going to go through that room, and then it only goes one way. You're going to run into that same little Squire point. You're going to turn into that little Squire point. You're going to go through a bunch of little wooden walkways. There's going to be a ladder that goes down into a little cubby space. You're going to go down that ladder. There's only one door, which is going to lead you left or right. You're going to take a left. You're going to go down that. It's going to take a little crink, and then it's going to take another left. And you're going to have a big room with a bunch of frogs on it. And there's going to be 5 different directions you can go. Almost all of them are traps. However, you're going to go straight and to the left directly across. When you go through that, you're going to follow that through. It's going to take you to another little ladder that's going to take you down into a big room of mushrooms. You're going to go past all of those mushrooms to the right. You're going to hug the wall all the way to the right. As you get past that, you're going to get to a double little wooden bridge that leads to 2 frogs on the either side and a tunnel that goes in and goes around to the left and the right. And you have found the right place. You're going to go around either left or right. They both take you to the same place. You're going to see 3 frogs behind a bar. You're going to take that right. Then, while you're standing in that doorway, you're going to look straight forward, and it's not the first hall to the left, but the second hall to the left. You're going to go into that room. There's going to be a Shin Lord along with 2 other, typically at least one of them is a shaman. What was the second thing you said? Clip it and listen to it, I guess. That's all I got for you. Clip it and listen to it. That's all I have. Yeah. Let's see here. Create. Okay. All right. Smack my head. He goes this way. What a guy. Does Plane of Sky have a Voidling? I couldn't find one. There's no Voidling for Plane of Sky. You just go in and you create an instance. It's not a raid zone. Instructions unclear. No. Master Sloth. It's instructions unclear. Wound up in Blackburrow. Wait, what? Instructions unclear. Wound up in permafrost. Instructions unclear. Wound up in the hole. I wasn't paying attention. Can you start over? You guys suck. Dare you to say you weren't listening? Can you say it again, please? Wait, was the 5th turn a right? The mental map is nutty. Bro. So I've always had this like weird thing about directions. I can see picture, like I remember in pictures. I don't know, like I just assume that most people don't think in pictures, but I've always been able to like kind of know the way. Like if I drive somewhere once, I can drive there again. And it's all like I always remember things in like the imagery. Let's see here. Yeah, we can do that. If you see Bucky's, you've gone too far. Turn around. Yes, that is accurate. Also, okay, there's the Bladestorm. There we go. All right, get to the Shin Lord. They moved the Ghoulbane to Permafrost. Sorry. Sucker. Left T. Never mind, I found it by swimming through some tunnel. There you go. Did I just hear when you see a barn, turn around? Yes, yeah. If you see a barn and you hear a banjo, that's the place. Just go in there. It'll be fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. But take a stop inside first. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Ba-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. I was about to say, guys, do you happen to notice that there's not a Drake here this time? Isn't it nice? But take a stop. So close. It's two frogs behind the bar. Joke. That was great. Could see it all in my head as you described it. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's when you know you have a real, like, when I was a kid, that's, you know, the Finny. I don't know if you guys noticed, like, I've done so many Finny races that I could probably close my eyes and swim to Finny. It's just one of those things that you get so down to muscle memory. Ooh, okay, all right, no complaints here. There's a thing on P99 where, like, there's no instances or anything. So the way that they manage loot and stuff is you actually have to race other people to targets. And as a result of racing to targets, you have to, like, know exactly... I mean, like, you got to understand, these people have this shit down to a pixel. Like, and then they know exactly where you're supposed to click an instant cast item so they can be the first ones to engage. And so you absolutely have to be Johnny on the spot. And I'm not kidding when I say they have it down to the pixel. Like, you target your mouse to, like, a pixel off in the distance in order to make sure you're taking the fastest possible line to get there. So you do this, and, you know, you race and you do everything you can to beat the other guild out, and like racing to Finny was like, you know, half your raid would die on the way there because most of the people don't know where it is. Do you think Pal Rogue Neck could push pretty far solo endgame? Paladin Rogue Necromancer. It could do really well. You'd need a lot of good gear to do the higher end stuff solo. I'm not saying that it's bad or that it would suck. You'd need some of the higher end gear because you would not be slowing. So you'd really be relying on your mana bar pretty heavily, which for a paladin is kind of rough. The Necro comes with some ways to get around that a little bit. Obviously, Rogue comes with a lot of nice tools, but the Necromancer also does come with some really nice dots, and dots are insane right now. So as long as they don't change that, Necromancers are going to be very strong. Hey, fly fishing, what's going on? Yeah, Beastlord's pretty good, man. I'm a believer. I'm starting to... I don't mind it. I actually want to play Beastlord now. But the pet is not, like, crazy good. I don't know why I'm even bothering to do that. Yeah, I was going to say I can... Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, guess what, guys? I can make the Ranger. I can make the Ranger weapon. Yay! I can also make... This is the highest backstab damage weapon in the game. So if you're a rogue and you want to backstab stuff, this is the one. You put this in your any slot and you go to town. You backstab stuff. It's really good. Okay. Thank you, Glarnock, for the resub, baby. Thank you so much. I had a PK say I was cheating on Ralzuk because I ran to the zone in blinded once. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, so you can run to zones like that, and then you also, like, if you know the tricks, like, you know, you can strafe run, stuff like that. The game doesn't understand. Actually, I can show you this in real time. You see how my velocity is 48? You see that? Look at this. See how my velocity keeps clicking up to 50? See that? That's strafe running. I don't know if I would classify that as cheating, but it's been something that's been in EQ for all time. You can actually do some really debaucherous crap with it, too. Do you think Beastlord Pet is better damage than Mage Pets? No, absolutely not. It's not even... I don't even think it's close. I haven't been able to test it yet, but I don't think it's close. Beastlord Pet is about 100 to 130 DPS in its current state. I have not leveled a mage yet to find out, but I'm actually... maybe I should be leveling the mage right now. Maybe I'll just kill a couple bosses real quick, and then we'll go work on the mage. There he is. I do think that I do need to actually level the pets up so I want to measure them all the same way and have all the same data and have all the same stuff. I love and respect everyone else out there who's doing the same thing. I really appreciate everybody who's doing that stuff. I just want to be able to be like, I tested all this stuff the same way. I guarantee that there is no variable out there that exists that like someone is not like doing. As you look, you can see my pet. You can see the damage. I think it's actually right here. Let me click on OBS. Yeah, you can see my pet's damage like right here. Dude's a pretty, like, he's hitting real hard now, but on the flip side, he's also missing a lot. And that's where the pet really does not shine, is that his attack is just crap, and leveling him up does not do a lot. Shamans actually have a lot of spells and abilities. Are we going to fight two? We can fight two. Yeah, we'll fight two, whatever. Shamans have a lot of ability to boost that attack up, which is really good. Where the hell did you even come from? And that one can't get down. There's some really weird interactions with this. Glarnock, because I'm playing Beast Mage SK and I just been playing the Mage pet the whole time. Yeah, I would play with a Water pet. I need to mess with the Earth pet. I don't think they've fixed the logic on Earth pets yet, though. They claim they did, but I don't think... I personally do not believe that they actually did. Because I've seen a lot of the bad logic happening. Stuff that they said that they fixed. I have not individually seen the Earth pet. So I do not personally know one way or the other, but all the other bad logic things that they claim they fix are still happening. So I'm gonna suspect that's... I've given up on pets. I don't know, Good Kitty, I'm actually surprised to hear you say that. I actually don't think that it's in a terrible state. It just really needs a lot of love. Time for dinner for me. Hey, Chaz in Omaha, enjoy your dinner, man. Take it easy. Hopefully you're having something really tasty. Rogue slow works. One cool thing about rogue poisons is later poisons are 2-in-1, so you get poisons. So let me ask you a question, though. How are you lowering resists to land that slow? Like, I believe you. I believe that the slow is good. I'm excited. Oh, well, or we'll get him anyway. I believe you, but how are you making sure, like in a D4 Inaruk or Kazakh Thule or something, how are you landing that slow? Maybe next year? Jesus Christ. Mages nuke the shit out of you. Wiz still spam still. Yeah. I don't see Tashans as much on the wizards, but yes, motes in pet summon spell will level it up to your level -1 max. Yep. However, yes, that's true. Enjoy spending motes. Good day to you, sir. It's so expensive to level a pet to 10. I used all 3 of last week's void motes. Yeah, this pet is 49. So if you look right here, see the 49, and this is roughly his stats. He does have buffs on right now, so some of this is a little goofy, but. And you can, this is important, this is an important thing. If you're using pets, you can still use a two-hander and a shield. It has to be put in the inventory just like this. It will not work any other way. You have to put the shield and the sword in. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it doesn't get the sword again. Bro, use void motes to level pets. Actually wild. Yeah, oh no, I had to, man. If you guys want... You know how many people are like, so how does it do against this pet? How does this particular thing, how does it do with a level 10? Okay, we need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. How does the pet behave with a level 10 paladin weapon and a level 10 monk weapon at level 10? And I'm like, bro, like, what kind of crazy psychopath, piss in a jar degenerate do you think that I am? I may be half of those things, but I'm certainly not all of those things. Okay? Like, I can't do it. I can't get all those things working in a week, man. I'm sorry. It's really easy to put 3 motes into a pet for +2. Wait, it's really easy to put 3 motes into a pet for +2. Wait, 3 motes into a pet for +2. for +8 and +9? It's not wasting such a small amount of motes to try it. Wait. I don't know what you're saying, man. It's not wasting such a small amount of motes to try it. 3 rank 1 motes to take your spell. Oh, I see. I don't know, man. I don't know, because the thing is like, if you want even level 1 emotes, like, so the fastest way to get motes is to go to low levels and go to, like, Befallen or, like, zones like that and just farm named mobs. And you can do them at +4, you can do them at +1, you can do them at 0, whatever you want to do, whatever your flavor is. Doesn't necessarily matter. But the problem is like, eventually you're going to run out of classes, which is going to put you in a really weird spot for motes. And even in the higher levels, like 40 to 50 does not seem to be a very like high frequency of mote drops. How do you put motes into your pet? I'm a newbie, help. Rum Tum Tuggard. Love it. Love the name. Give me 1 sec, I'll show you. So, all right. So the way you would do it is you'd put a pet spell, right? You get a pet spell. Pet spell. Imagine if this was my pet spell. You would then grab a mote, right? Go in here, just grab one, and you just go like this and put it in. Boop, and then it gets XP. Like that. And then as you level this up, it increases the stats of the spell. And for your pet, it also makes it so that they level up. I'm sure people will find the best trio to farm motes at low levels, then just use a reincarnation system, right? It depends on the reincarnation system, right? Like, I do agree that that might be the method. Like, that might be the methodology, but that's an awful lot of effort just to, like, if you have to reincarnate your class and, like, start all over again. And here's what I'll tell you. I know there's a lot of people out there that are, like, of the mindset, like, oh, yeah, all you got to do is this. But wait until we see what the actual iteration is of the system. Because we've already seen a lot of things where they've been like, oh, yeah, it'll just be this. And, you know, I'm still waiting on that alias system. I'm still waiting on the mentoring system. I'm still waiting on, you know, I don't know, pick a system. There's so many things that, like, they talked about getting in the game and putting in the game that I haven't even heard about or seen. And I'm not saying they won't make it in necessarily, but even some of the things that have made it in are not even similar. Let's actually, great example of this would be Gather Party. So the very first Insight video, or it was actually a live stream, where they were showing off Gather Party, it was a 20-minute cooldown. And then the next time anybody saw it, it was a 6-hour cooldown, you know? So I wouldn't like bank on certain mechanics and systems working the way that we all think they will. So it's just one of those things, you know. And that's not me trying to even be poo-poo about it. It's just like, I think that we have to be real about the fact that there's some real changes and adjustments that have been made, and we just need to acknowledge that and not plan for something until it's actually in practice. Weren't they going to release at the end of the year anyway? Which one? What are they going to release at the end of the year? The only thing that I know of at the end of the year was that Kunark is the end of this year. So if I put the Earth Pet spell, it only increases that specific... Yes, Rum Tum, that is 100% how that works. Yep, that is 100% how that works. So if I, like... So I leveled that one spell, right? So I leveled this spell. So if I take another mote, I can put it in there, it'll give it more XP. Or I can do Shaw's Lethargy instead, and I can take this mote and I can put it in this spell, which my window is a little moved, but I can put that in that spell instead. And it only levels the spell, like whatever the spell is that you put the mote into. And motes are the only way to level spells as well. You cannot, like, double up spells. You can't level them the same way that you level items and stuff. Now they say winter, which ends in March. Yeah, right. You noticed that too. You caught that too. I was like, all of a sudden their language went from December to winter, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go, guys. And they just need to come out and say, like, listen, we're going to try. They need to openly correct the statement. I think they would be fine if they would literally just come out and be like, listen, we miscalculated what we had, and there's like, maybe there's more problems with this system or that system than we originally thought. And so, like, not for nothing, like, things are coming along well. We have a plan. However, we're not able to make this particular deadline that we set for ourselves. If you'd simply do that, people would have a lot more faith in things that they said. Unfortunately, they don't. They kind of struggle to do that. I just thought Legends was planned to release end of 2026 from the first few days they announced the game. Shrug. Plan to release end of 2026. Oh, no, it was not. So, basically, they had a contract with Daybreak, and it said the Piper comes the end of July. So they had to have their shit together. Yeah, they had to have their shit together by July. We don't know what the actual contract looks like, but they definitely signed a contract in July of 2025 to have it built. Broken, how's the fix to SK Harm Touch? Is it even close to Paladin now? Yeah, I don't mind talking about that a little bit. Let's see here. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. But I will take these. So, great question in it too. Basically, what it does now, okay, is it doesn't do like crazy damage, which is okay. Like it does okay damage, right? Actually, I don't know why I'm in that window and not this window. It doesn't do crazy damage, right? It's not like wild, you know? Okay. 1001 damage, and then deals 451, which is good. This is actually really good. It can crit, but I haven't seen it benefit from like Burning Affliction or any of the .AAs. That being said, it heals you when you get Leech Touch. And when you get this and Leech Touch, it is a way, like a surefire way to keep yourself alive for a real long time. It works really well during fights. I let myself get really low on health, and then I pop that, and then it goes really well. I imagine in a perfect world, it would be even better if I simply... Oh, God, I'm going to have to fight all these. It would be even better if I simply just played like a warrior or something, and then I rode the war. Wow, there's a lot more over here than there usually is. Interesting. Things are kind of spread out a lot more. Usually when I get here, and maybe it's just because I'm moving a little faster now, most of the stuff is over on the other side of the island. But whatever. Let's see. The dev in Discord basically told us they aren't even allowed to correct patch notes that are missing or fucked up without getting explicit permission, which tells me their chain of command or even the smallest shit is insane. So I think... I don't know this for certain, so I want to say that before I even put anything out in the world, okay? They're contracted to make the game. They do not own the game. I am fairly certain that that is the case, okay? In the same way a software developer would be hired to create a, app that, whatever, tracks their people's emails. They were hired to create EQL. Not necessarily the owners of EQL, right? Who waxy all? Who waxy all? No answer. Too bad. Also, he's inside of me, and it makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't believe you can type the name before all. I don't know. The whole reason I typed who DJ all. Yes, you can. You sure can. The more you know. You can type the all afterwards. I didn't know that. That's interesting syntax. Mind blown. I know. 27 years of my life I've been misled this whole time. You're okay, Crux. It's okay. There's no Waxy on my server though, unfortunately. I apologize. I looked, but no Waxy. Alright, we gotta deal with the stun. Man, the stuns are ridiculous. I'm on live. Oh, hell yeah. What server are you playing on live? Are you on, like, one of the Frost Reaver or one of the TLPs, or are you on, like, an actual, regular old server? On the TLP, Frost Reaver? Is anybody gonna play the... What was the other one? Lothar? Is that what it is? I think it's Lothar. I like to think at least one person didn't know you could type the all first and equally flabbergasted. I don't know. Crux, did you know that you could type who, all, and then the name? We need some vindication here. We're all a bit uncomfortable at this particular moment in time. Yeah, I kind of do vice versa all the time. Okay. Alright. New ad. I was concerned. It was like the... I've always done all name. I've used all name. Yeah. He's a madman. Oh, just so much chaos. Yeah, I think most of us that are in here have been playing for ever. And so when we see some absolute savage come in here and be like, bro, you want to see how I do it? Lothar seems to be fairly popular on EQ forums for people wanting to try it. I'm interested. I think it looks cool. I don't know that expansion. I don't really know that content all that well. Pretty much anything after Omens is like a totally different video game for me. I'm still letting it sink in that you can do all after the name. Yeah, exactly. We're all like, bro, what else? What else is this world even real? Do I even know where I am, man? Do you know where I am? Dude, where's my car? I said this before, but the true golden era of EQ starts at TSS. Let's fight. More proof we live in a simulation. Man, I almost thought we lived in a simulation. I play on live feed, but haven't played the newest X-Pack. Oh, nice. Cool. There was any other way to do it? Yeah, me either. I think everybody here is completely blown away by what we just witnessed. I've been playing EQ since the Nixon admin. Whoa. Were you playing inside Brad McQuaid's semen? You can tell us. I did hear he enjoyed boating. I believe. Were you in on? Sorry. I've been spicy today. You can actually ask my wife. She was complaining about it this morning. She's like, "How are you so awake and being crazy?" And I was like, I don't know. I'm just this way naturally, I guess. Did you know you can jump off Sky in 58 and spin your character approximately 1.7 seconds? You will land in Devland and can loot some goodies. Really? I didn't know there was a Dev Island here. No, I mean I've always done who name all. Wait, what? Fobuloso, what? Bro, you're not even human. You're not even human. I did test it. I did it. I know it's true. But it's... Oh, wait. You test jumping off? Oh, that person is wrong. Probably left-handed also. Yeah, right? No! Whoop. Almost reached that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading chat. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, God. I was watching chat. No. Oh, man. Forgot to spin. Bro, not forgot. I wasn't even looking. God damn it. He's going for Dev Island. Bro, if this ogre hits Dev Island, it's going to be Splat Island. You can fly. I'm going to crash out over Drakes. I can tell already. Dude, it's insane. It's insane. It's Plane of Sky, dude. It's Plane of Sky. They were like, can you think of the most terrible zone ever? I have tears in my eyes right now. This is exactly the disaster that caused the Karens to get sent to the moon. That's true. Sloth, that's true. That's true. Hey. No, never mind. I was going to do something funny. Hell yeah. That was, you guys, whether you intended to or not, you guys got me. I was reading chat and I completely missed that he was casting the spell. And all of a sudden I'm just getting yeeted out into the sunset. You know how much mana that probably cost him to move my body? A lot. All of it. Freaking all of it. All right. Enter. That ain't even right. You just freaking... And away I went. Does anyone remember what level people said to stop an AA the previous server? I need to know. Yeah, it's 30. But that... So Glarnock. No, I didn't mean to! Oh, God! That's quest. I freaking Rangers, man. I didn't mean to! No, I didn't mean to! And I don't have... No, I didn't mean to! Oh, God. Help. Please. Help. Help. I need an adult. He's gonna summon me. Help. Okay. I need an adult. My pet. Just rip pet. Bro. I clicked and I accidentally hit Q, which is my auto attack button, and then off an arrow went. And I don't know what you're talking about. There's no FD in the SK kit. You're talking malarkey now, sir. You're talking real words of malarkey now. I don't even know what feign death this is. You must be talking about some other class. Beast feign death. I won't even. The stream is drunk. It's something, man. It's something. Crazy. That dwarf means business. Yeah, he does. How much was he hitting me? Oh my God, 944 damage. Good God. Yeah, don't shoot the Keymaster, okay? He does not play particularly nice. All right, now we have to rebuff. Yeah, the Keymaster does not play. Instructions unclear or just dead. Kitsune, what's going on? I won't buy any of the Beastlord AAs just because principle. Why am I seeing so few gnomes in EQL? Because stun sucks. Because stun is the worst ever, and because stun sucks, most people are either playing Ogre or they're going with Ixar because Ixar have the easiest town to use. So it's kind of a sitch, you know? EQL is Ogre country. It's true. It's true. Also, gnomes are really hard to unlock. I'm not looking forward to doing that at all. Not even a little bit. New Seb is so easy, right? They need it, like, I don't understand why they do that. No, Dana, only Zool. Only Zool. Stun sucking is... Solvanal issue? Stun sucking, yeah. Ogres are just AA tax evasion? True. That is a real statement. XR AC, Regen City, Ogre, just buy Steadfast Will, you brokies. Listen, okay? I know someone who has spent over $150 in AA potions, and I refuse. I will not be held to that standard. Look, we'll put Feign Death on the bar now. In just potions. It is confirmed. They spent considerably more on other things. However, yes. Wait, Frozen Harpoon. Don't shoot me with a harpoon. That sounds terrible. All right, come here. Immobilize. Okay. I'm going to get to the other side of you now. $1 per AA is wild to me. Oh, it's insane. It's nuts. But he did it. He did it. This game uses internet, so we should all be cats. Because we're moon kitties. There's a dwarf guard at the entrance of Kaladin who's at 115. Go see what he hits for. I can tell you what he hits for. I outsmarted you this time. Uh-oh. Whoops. I almost didn't outsmart him. Sport their choice, please. Why are you talking about VV like that? I don't know. Has he spent that much? That'd be hilarious. The person I know that did it is not VV. The person who I know did it, bought every bag slot, bought all the largest bags, a lot of inventory space, also bought over $150 worth of AA pots. So, some fucking nerd. He did that too? Oh my god. $150 is wild. I mean, I only did like 120. That guy needs help. Oh my god. You still want Steadfast AA because Angle? Yeah. No, Steadfast is really good. Yeah, there's no smack talking the Steadfast. The issue isn't necessarily Steadfast. The issue is I don't even have that many AAs. Like, I don't even know. Like, what do I got? One unallocated. I have 108 AAs. I'm pretty much a wizard, Harry. Saw someone in chat claim they just hit 400 AAs. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. These people need help, okay? They need help. For only $5 an AA, you too can prevent forest fires, or something like that. I don't know. Things can happen. Eats Up has well over 300, and that was yesterday. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. How, like, do these people sleep? And are they just spending the... Well, I guess, no. Actually, the person that I know that purchased all those AA pots has over 300 too. I'm at 435. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. People multi-classing whale and poop sockers. Bro, I want to be all those things. I need to make more money, guys. I need to make more money so I can afford my AA pots. Found the whale. I have 180. If I had used potions all that time, would have 360. Nice. For those that have over 400, what is the key you found? How are you liking access to slow? Big deal. Do you think? Yeah. Milo. I love access to slow. The only thing with rogue poison is I'm not sure how well it lands. Do the procs get affected by overchannel? That's something that I got to test out. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I also tested ambidextry, and it actually does work. It works the way that it's intended. There was some doubt there for a minute, but it does work the way it does properly work. Oh, Voltaire. No, you're actually the first person in chat to ask me about the Beastlord pets. Yeah. So the Beastlord is actually they're not great. They're not like phenomenal. The investment of motes into the spell far exceeds the value of them, but they're not bad. They're not terrible. They could be. Oh, nope. They're not like they could be a lot better. The investment into getting them there could be a lot better. I don't think the answer is to make pet classes level their pets in order to make them even viable. If you'd like to see his saucy, sultry, beautiful stats, there they are. He does about 100 to 130 DPS on a good day, and he can tank relatively well. He runs out of mana in about 2 minutes to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Right now, you can, as long as you put the shield. Ooh, the neck. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got the neck. Awesome. So as long as you put the shield in this slot and the weapon in this slot, he can wield a two-hander and a shield still. The highest damage weapon that I have found has been the Earthshaker thus far. And that's kind of just been the way it is. How are you liking access to slow? We're talking about harm touch and started talking about warriors in a perfect world and then got distracted. Can you finish that thought? Oh, mother of the lover. So in a perfect world, you play a warrior where you can berserk, right? So you play, you basically get knocked down. Your health goes real low. You start cripping. And then when you get, like, take that surprising hit that knocks you really low, you pop your harm touch and you watch your health go back up to full. Yes, void motes are you are able to get void motes again. That is a thing that you can do. So how many loadouts do we get for free now? 3 in total. I don't know if there is a limit. I know I was told that the inventory limit for equipment, this tab right here, is 700. I was told that. This is 700. So the void motes are fixed. Yep. Let's see here. My procs are affected by overpowering, so I'd assume they'd get affected by overchannel. Interesting. Are you the first person to ask me about Beastlord Pets? I'm crying. Why? Listen, I named the stream Beastlord Pets, so like, obviously a lot of people are going to ask about Beastlord Pets, so it's fine. But it's fun. It's fun to make jokes. What spells do you think are worth maxing out first as a SK Shaman Monk? Slow, Mala, Life Tap, Slow, Mala, Odium. Fuck everything else I said. Odium. Puma's a good one too. Odium. Yeah. Odium is insane. Yeah, Slugline is also very good. Dots. Odium is nuts. 3 when you hit 50, 700. I have a goal. I heard Dragon Horde goes up to 5,000. The fonts also, how did you change your spell icons? Which ones? How are Enchanter Dummy pets on here? I have to try the Enchanter pet. I haven't been able to test that one yet. It's another one that I have to level up. I probably shouldn't even be in Skyrim now. I should probably be leveling low B classes. Because that's what a lot of people are kind of curious about that stuff. I gotta wait till the... Come on, screw off. Why are you all popping over there, you little new-news? I can't believe they gave people Puma in Classic. That is nuts. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, Shamans needed something. I don't know if Puma was that something. Come here. I'm right here. Did you aggro? No? Come on. There it is. Oh, Ron, he's so fast. Oh, you got me. What will be your next loadout for this character? I have, like... So this is what I basically have right now. I'm gonna change the Druid Rogue. That was just kind of for funsies. That was like so I could bounce around and buy things in places that I was KOS. But this is probably gonna be Enchanter, maybe Shaman, maybe Enchanter Shaman, Shadow Knight Enchanter Shaman. I don't know. I haven't used my my token yet either, so I don't know. I still have a primary available. I could theoretically choose like a pet class for that. Let's see. So Beastlord Pet good or no? Yes. The pet is good. Is it worth the investment? It's a pretty big leap to go after it. I do think there's a lot that could be done to make it better or like less impactful of an investment. But that being said, it's not terrible. It does about 100 to 130 DPS. Again, if you're gonna do the thing, you can put a shield in this slot. It has to be in this slot. Two-hander goes in this slot. So far, I've tested it. I've tested it with some of the fastest one-hand weapons I possibly could find, and the two-hander outdamages it. So I couldn't... The math does not math in my head, but somehow it works, so we don't question it. Be a pain or decent. Just go 3 pet class trio. Be a pain or decent. Well, here's the problem. So if you go 3 pet classes, it absolutely can work. In the previous iteration of the pre-order beta, there were people who were playing the 3 pet classes like as a default, and those people were able to get things like CT down to 50%. And since then, they actually made CT in those easier in a personal instance. So theoretically, you should be okay. But at the end of the day, like, I think that, I don't know. I'm gonna have to test it, because it's either that the mage pet is the strongest, or the enchanter pet is the strongest, and enchanters don't even use their pet anymore. They just use charm. So it's not a puma. Whoa, that's a lot of, oh baby. We got the rogue berserker mask. That's pretty nice. Okay, let's see. We don't need that. We got this. Oh, is that the ring? Guys, this, I just need the belt now. I literally just need the belt, and then I can unlock Shadow Knight Primary. Wait. Actually, I do need the two-hander too. I do need the two-hander. I need the Afridi sword. Oh wait, did I click? Oh no, he's on this floor. Never mind. Let's see here. I don't think, is the stone amulet? No, the stone amulet is used. I don't think either one of these are used though. Whatever, we'll loot them and we'll figure it out later. Gorg won't drop it for me. I tell you what, I've been in Sky 2 days, had everything but the belt for the SK. Jesus. All right, we want to wait till like every freaking like thing isn't over on this corner so I can accidentally pull all of it. Really exciting. Oh, there they go. All I had to do was just say it out loud. They knew when they weren't welcome. Come on. Come on, Essence Care. Oh. Pony's coming over. Pony's coming over. God damn, why are they all there? SK belt is the only thing I've gotten for SK so far. Oh, wait. What, Marin Glace? Bruvs. Bruvna. Brotato. Brotitus. Show me the way, friend. Give me the belt. I need the belt. That haste on that belt is so good. And then I'm gonna have to level that thing up. I don't know why I'm still in dog form. Boop. Given your deep knowledge, what pet trio would you try? Pet trio. So I think that if you wanted to really maximize the benefit of pets, running Mage, Beastlord, Druid is really good, although with Frenzied Burnout, I guess you don't really need that buff. I mean, Cleric would probably be pretty good too, because you could buff and you could heal. You could heal your pet through Promised Renewal. Because even the top tier pet heal is not that great. It doesn't really hang very well when you're talking like the amount of damage coming in the door. Enchanter, Charm Pet, and buff it in trio. Yeah, I mean, you could, like, I don't put, so I know a lot of people are going to have like opinions on this, but I don't put Enchanter Charming in the same, like in the same place as I put like pets. When somebody asks me about pets, I do not like, because then there's no discussion. Just throw all the other classes in the garbage. It's always going to be Enchanter. Enchanter XYZ. Like, take Enchanter and then put anything with it, and that's the best thing. So I don't really put, when people ask me about pets, I usually don't even put Charm in the same place. Yeah. Yep. So funny enough, if you're going to only take Beastlord for the haste and the proc, take Shaman instead. If you're only going to take Beastlord for the haste and the proc, then do yourself a favor and take Shaman. There is mana regen. They have Spiritual Light and they have Paragon. This also gives you endurance regen if you're into that sort of thing. Isn't Paragon a 15-minute cooldown? Yes, probably. I mean, it's either 15 or 12 minutes. Frenzied Spirit's 12 minutes. Yeah, okay. Paragon, yeah, Paragon is 15 minutes. Yep. What are we talking when you need this, though? Like, what's the situation or circumstance in which you need so much mana that those other two aren't going to do the thing for you? I assume it's a boss fight, and if you're in a boss fight for a full over 15 minutes and not able to kill it using Paragon, Spiritual Light, and all the other stuff, you probably have a whole nother problem. Enchanter, Shaman, Bard, maximum overlap build. You would think so, but unfortunately you're going, like, oh, overlap. Never mind, I see what you're saying. I mean, Shaman and Enchanter could go together really well. Also, wouldn't Puma on the pet be better than actual pet class buffs? Yeah. Yes, it would. That's why I'm saying if you're only taking it. So there's another thing that Beastlords get that a lot of people don't really think about right now because they just added it somewhat recently, and that's that they grant 9% flurry to the pet. And it is a full 9% flurry. It's pretty good. It showed up in the parse a lot. It was very accurate in the parse. Very, very strong. 10 out of 10, like, would absolutely recommend. The problem becoming that you need to be able to boost the attack higher, and that's something that Shaman can do. Shaman can push the attack up so you can get roughly 70% accuracy, which then if you're doing things like Flurry and stuff, you're even better. The water pet is probably... I have to test it again, but I'm going to guess that it's probably the indisputed heaviest beastie boy of all pets right now. Someone was telling me that they nerfed Paladin hit points on the Shaman, or not the Shaman, I'm sorry, on the Enchanter pet. Not that, like, again, Enchanters are almost always going to charm, so the animation just kind of like, they got the best pet in the game, and then they were like, hey, here's every reason never to use it again. Also, wouldn't Shaman Beast Mage could dump some dots in DD. Yeah, true. People sleep on Druid too. People need to realize, like, Druid is not only good for dots, but it's good for healing, it's good for nukes, it's good for everything because it adds crit to everything. Becomes very, very strong. Hot freaking take, but Druid is probably, I did not ever see myself saying this or doing this, but Druid is probably one of my favorite classes right now on EQL. When you do Mage, make sure you test backstab scaling with pet weapons. Curious how much of a difference, if any, backstab damage bonus. Yeah, we'll definitely test that out. I was playing Druid Pal Mage, and I definitely use Druid nukes way more than Mage nukes. Well, even if you're, like, whether you're using the nukes or not, you're still getting the crit, right? Okay, Overseer of Air. Hi. Come play my game. Would you like to play a game, Overseer of Air? Playing Drew Pal Mage, definitely use Drew. Yep. Being playing an Enchanter with just base, no pet, no charm feels okay. 26, nice. I love you. You're Peyton Green. You win the internet today. You win the internet today, friend. Whoa. Glarnock, 13 months. You savage, you. Tell me read about Druid Run, Enchanter Warrior Druid, and it has been great. Let me show you right here. Check it out. Bro, your name is savage as hell. Happy as Sisyphus. That is a hot name right there. We're gonna go ahead and use the Harm Touch on him. New to game, does Form of Bear affect my rogue class from Shaman? Yes, it does. It sure does. You get You get additional mana. You get additional regeneration. Very, very good. The bear stance is really good. Unfortunately, there's about 9 million dots and debuffs that take it off you. So it becomes almost pointless to use. I hate to be the one to break it to you. I live in bear form when I play the shaman, and I have to recast it after almost every single fight because something casts some kind of debuff on me and it goes away. But yeah, for sure. That name goes so hard though. Love it. Druid nukes also provide a debuff for certain spell resistance. Yeah. Typically, well, there are the ice ones and the ice ones and the fire ones, but yeah, they have a lot of fire dots too that remove fire defense. Very good, indeed. These fights are kind of butts. I might just... Oh, man, I still need the frickin' Spearhawk, too, I think. Actually, I mean, I don't know who I'm kidding. I need the bosses from every frickin' island for one thing or another. Ooh, a Afridi war staff, you say. Ooh, and a statuette. And the golden Afridi turban. Okay, all right. That wasn't a bad get. Wasn't a bad get at all. Now, we could skip the next couple islands. We could go do Sister, and then we could do HOV, and we could do Eye of Vishan. Can anyone advise? I've killed Vox. How can I leave instance to try difficulty, or did I need to... Landon Gamer, I've got you, baby. All right, see this mouse? All right, what you're going to do is you're going to take this mouse. All right, I need you be real careful, okay? Because what we're going to do is very serious business. We're going to take this mouse. We're going to go navigate to this little button right here. Right here. See this button? You're going to click it. And you're going to click Leave and Quit Instance. Boom. Just like that. And it puts you outside, and it puts you at the little goop. That's not working. Have you tried kicking it? Have you tried kicking it 3 times? Regarding beast pets, is it better to have them dual wield or use two-handers? Smack. Check it out, baby. You can use shields again. Okay? You have to use it exactly like this, all right? And when you have a shield like a Tenebrit, or if you use the Blade Stopper, he slams for 50 damage. Or bashes for 50 damage. Maybe try Alt-Z and quit instance from there. That also should remove you after the timer goes. I don't know if I want to... What does he drop? What is a frickin'... What does he drop? What does a damn nerd drop? I probably want to kill him. Yeah, that worked. Nice. Sweet Jesus. Alright, let's go. Click on this. Oh, we got some birds here. Doing some bird shit. We're gonna run over here. We're gonna kill these stupid little red birds that are flying around, being dumb little red birds. No, your pet's legacy of spikes has faded off. Alright, there we go. These guys are way easier than they should be. Does anybody else find these guys pretty damn easy? I don't know why I took... Well, yeah, no, it's probably the better move. Does anybody else find the Vanquishers a little easier than they should be? Also, that guy is running really slow. Have they not handed out Spirit of Wolf yet? Or did it just run off? Look at this guy. He's running. This guy's slugging it. Look at him slug it. Oh, we got the collar too. That's fine. More like Vank squishers. Yeah, really. I mean, that's kind of, yeah. They're not very strong. I'm not even going to bother with half his mechanics. Actually, we will do the AoE. I don't like Sister Isle the Drakes for wizards and mana detonate me off the island. They will do that. There is a kind of a trick. I have not mastered it, admittedly. But I will try it, and I will try to show it to you. And hopefully we will all share glory together. Do you feel like you're missing having some kind of haste buff on yourself? I actually do have a haste buff. Check it out. Boop. Right there. What third class would you recommend? Bard Monk. Ooh, Bard Monk. If you want, like, absolute meta, Shaman. If you want something that's going to be really fun, Berserker. Are you trying to tackle content? Yeah. Paladin. Paladin's a good option as well. Do you feel like you're missing? Blah, blah, blah. Thoughts on Ranger Warrior Druid. Ranger Warrior Druid. I freaking love that option. Not button heavy either. Yeah. I love Monk Bard, pal. Yeah. I mean, I think anything with a bard and it's kind of button heavy, right? Like we can all own our analysis paralysis. So brand new player got Wiz and Druid at 25. Hell yeah. Are you trying to figure out like where you want to go now? Like now that you got both of them up, which is very commendable, by the way. I do not enjoy leveling wizards. I know. I'm a terrible human being and probably should be put down. Ethereal Cleansing for the win. Nice. Does Druid Unbound affect both parts? Nothing affects both parts of taps. However, Druid's crit buff affects everything that would be affected by normal things that are affected by those things. Did that come out as clear as mud? Fix 2 rain spells helps. Nice. Alright. As soon as I can see, I'll go kill stuff. So maybe? No. It doesn't. They intentionally removed it being, like, the heal portion of the effect cannot be affected by anything. It is completely driven by the damage it does, and so it is affected by the freaking like basically improved damage and things like that, but it is not affected by any type of heal. They did that intentionally. I had a long conversation with Secrets about it very early on. And they basically said, because it will eventually become infinitely scaling, they have no desire to change it, alter it, or make it in any other way. Because basically it's multiplicative and it gets way out of control way too quickly. And so they do not want it doing the goofy stuff. The only downside to that is I don't think it's really comparable to a lot of other things. I mean, if you have a heal, there's almost no point in casting the life tap. It casts long. It takes like roughly the same amount of mana now. The heal is just not as much. Sure, it does damage, which is great, and it has a low resist chance for the most part. But meh. I really want to do Monk, Rogue, Druid, but I feel like it's too specialized in different stuff. Not enough synergy. No, I disagree. I think you'd be all right. Just don't do Striker Stance. Oh, Heffalumpagus. Hell yeah. Just know, okay, listen. Heffalumpagus. Just know that once you go into Berserker Stance, it's going to be like heroin, okay? No other class combination is going to feel the same. Everything is going to feel like your arms are being weighted down by molasses. Everything feels absolutely terrible to use. So just know, ZBrush is raiding with a party of 15. Holy smokes. ZBrush, what's going on, big dog? How are you doing? How goes the art? What are we working on? Welcome, raiders. All you monsters and memories. Wonderful people. Eminem, hair textures on the deep elves. Oh, man, how far? How far are we? Are we getting closer? Are we feeling pretty good about what we got going on? I'm excited. Welcome, Raiders. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know ZBrush is one of the artists for Monsters and Memories. An absolutely amazingly skilled individual who I personally really enjoy just like crashing out, working on my own stuff and leaving him up on my main screen or like my side screen here and like look up and like it's very inspiring to see him like creating all kinds of really cool stuff. Sometimes he's listening to some good music. Just a really great, enjoyable, chill place to hang out at. And he talks about his path, the art itself. He even got me to make a donut in Blender. Pretty neat, pretty cool thing. Oh, real close. If I get a hair done, all that is left is some... Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Are we getting deep dwarves too? Or is it just... I think I heard deep elves and deep elves, and what was the other one? Deep gnomes, right? Isn't there a donut button in Blender? No, there's like a guide that this dude put out, and it's like all about donuts, and he basically teaches you how to make like 1,000,000 donuts. I'm talking about actual donuts. Yup, elves and gnomes. Oh, baby. The dwarves are going to be really cool, too. I really like the direction they went with the deep, I don't know what to call them. The deep system, the deep pets, the deep characters, just the deep in general. I think I'm going to stick with my Monk, Shaman, Necro all the way to 50. Jeff, you will not be sad about that combo. Shaman and Necro have so much synergy, and then Shaman and Monk have so much synergy. Really good class combo. So you're working on deep elf hairs. Damn, dude. Oh, there's one of those goddamn drakes. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn, Drake. There's no children over here. Oh, crap. He's coming this way. Nope. Did he go? Where the hell? Where is he going? He's going to Is he flying to the Bee Island? No. All right, we got the Guardian. Can you tell us a bit more about rituals, and will be crack addicts leveling up different classes to collect them? Sure. We could talk about rituals. I think I'm gonna stick. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's Trevor. He's a jerk. God damn it, Trevor. I always gotta rain on everybody's parade. Yeah. So let's talk about rituals. So I personally have leveled up Druid. So I have access to all of the Druid fun. Basically, as you can see, we've got all the Druid portals because we've leveled Druid to 50. We've also leveled the Beastlord up, so we get access to Shrink, you get Bind, and you get Regular Gate. So those are some of the spells that you gain access to. If you do Wizard, you also gain access to all of the Wizard ports as well. The way this works is once you level your character up to the level they gain access of the particular spell, then you get the access to the ritual, and the ritual you can use from any spell or any class combination possible. So if you play a warrior, berserker, rogue who normally can't cast spells and doesn't even have a mana bar, you can still actually cast any of the rituals. Pretty cool little trick, pretty cool little system. Definitely recommend that if you're a new player or you're someone who's new to the game, definitely recommend leveling either a wizard or a druid first, as they allow you to travel the world a lot easier. If you're more of a seasoned player, I actually recommend maybe holding off on that, because it can be a lot of fun just exploring the world and seeing all the different fun things that are all around. What up, Broken? Out of curiosity, why aren't you in wolf form? No. I'm in wolf form. See, right here. There's the illusion is separated from the buff, so you can actually separate. You can click the wolf form off, and you can just run with the buff. Do haste belts work on pets? Yes. Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. That's my pet. Playing Shaman Bard SK at the moment. What do you think? Shaman Bard SK? I think you're going to love your life. I think your life is probably easy. You got the silver spoon, friend. You got the silver spoon. They need to do that to Boon of the Garu. I don't know. Do they? Do they really, though? Does that set a precedent? Oop, sorry, cat. Man, yeah, Shaman Bard SK is gonna have like you got the easy life right there. Tank heal DPS always gonna do work. Well, you also got slow, you got life steal, you got feign death, you got all the resistance that money can buy. There we go, got him. It's just you basically you get the best of every single world possible. You get Puma. You get dual wield, you get two-handers if you want two-handers. You might have said something about this earlier, but Paladin versus SK. I'm not too familiar with Legends yet, but on live, I'm always an SK. So Paladins have access to way more cool stuff on Legends. I would say that Paladins are a little bit more on the meta side of things. There's a lot of bad feelings about Shadow Knights, but I don't think they're quite as bad as people paint them out to be. They're just not like, people are used to Shadow Knights being like the end-all be-all busted on live, right? So, your pet has 7,432. Yeah. Yep. He's also level 10. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to put a lot of stuff into that. Why? He's casting regrowth? Oh, he's level 60. He's casting regrowth? What the shit? That ain't right. My shaman pet is level 10 and doesn't have... How much... Wait, Juice, how much health does your pet have? Shaman, level 10, but... sorry, don't know if you answered this, but you were talking about Harm Touch an hour ago, started talking about warriors. Yeah, McCoy, I actually, you asked that again earlier, and I answered it again earlier. The reason is because if you run a warrior, you get Berserk, and you basically run your health really low with Berserk, which makes you do more damage. You do crippling blows as opposed to just regular old crits. And so you keep your life really low, and then you use Leech Touch alongside Harm Touch, and it'll heal you up right quick. So you can basically, it gives you a way to float your health real low in a safe way. Shaman level 10 Frenzy Spirit with mediocre gear. Okay, awesome. My pet is wearing full Indoculite with a nice shield and an Earth Shaker. What is your pet wearing? Also, my pet has access to more gear than yours does, so that's probably part of it as well. Or Verishmal. What are the stats on the Verishmal? Yeah, I'm a Beastlord. I'm a Beastlord. 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 3952. So bonus damage doesn't matter for your pet. Pro tip. Ratio doesn't matter for your pet. I'm just telling you that, not that you gave it to me or you think it does. I'm just putting that out there for the people who need to hear that. The most important thing the two most important things that need to be met for your pet are... Okay. I'm gonna show you guys something. A little something here while we fight this stupid bird. All right, so here's two-handed swords, okay? This actually has a higher ratio. It's 0.8, right? This one has a slightly lower ratio at 0.7. Okay? You guys can see over here. You guys can see how hard my pet's hitting. So he's hitting for 117 max. It's right there. 117. There's another one right there. Okay? So that is with the Earth Shaker. All right? I am going to switch that weapon out for the Soul Leech. Okay? By the way, he can't proc the Earth Shaker. Just in case you guys are curious. Your pet can't proc Earth Shaker. Now I want you guys to watch these numbers. You're going to notice that they cap out much lower than the Earth Shaker. And the funny thing is because of the haste ratio that he has, they swing about the same speed. You son of a bitch. He stunned me. With a stun proc on it. Yeah, you can take the stun proc off it. Like, with all due respect, like, take the stun proc off it. That's great. Like, if you want to run the stun proc, like, Wonderful. 3952 is not bad. I would be curious to see if it breaks the second damage ceiling with 39. It's awfully close. Yeah, all pets do. Every single pet has a... oh, wait, your pet can even benefit from the Endoclite? I thought you had to be a warrior. No, your pet is a warrior naturally. So a beast warrior. So he wears the Endoclite. My Earthshaker's only +2, can't remove Og's yet. Yeah. Yep. My brain isn't braining. No. No brain. You got a brain. How am I supposed to live my life if you don't brain? Guys, I'm skipping the bees. I'm skipping the bees. We're gonna go right to Sister Isle after this little nerd here. I just don't want to deal with the bees. The bees stress me out. What do we get? What do we get? Crude wooden flute. Bard. God damn it. And we got another Spear Rock Windblade. Yay. Great. Warriors everywhere will rejoice. Okay. The stun came from Paw also. Torn Ear Thumper. Yeah. Yep. Yup. It's good. It's a good one. It's a good one. The problem, though, and let me ask you this. How, are you getting messages that you can't stun the target very often? Because they basically made NPCs more stun resistant than players? Because that's a freaking problem. My pet's hitting for 350, if that helps. Initsu, you can take your charm pet. Okay? You can take your charm pet. Alright? You can go to tie your shoelaces, but while you're there, you can take your pants down, put them right down around your ankles, and you can stick that pet right up your keister. Okay? Yeah. Middle B hits for 500. Yeah. Those bees are a bitch. Anyone done the weapon quest in Stonebrunt that procs the icy nukes? Yes, it is very good. It is very, very good. Lots of people have done that. The Wakazashis are very nice weapons. Very nice, the Wakazachi. Middle B hits for 500 charm. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Anyone done the weapon quest in Stonebrunt? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even want to play with it. I don't even want to, like, visit it. I don't want to, like, be in the same time, same time zone. See what I did there? Hey, guys, I don't want to be in the same time zone. I'm not funny. Not funny at all. Waka waka what? Waka waka waka. I wonder if they will make charm pets be like 70%. I don't know. I will be really curious to see what they end up doing, like how they decide they're going to balance the charm in general. Just gonna tell these bees to go plug a hole. Oh, Drake's kicking you off the map is so stupid. Yes, it is. It is very stupid. You know what makes it more stupid? When the drakes are hanging out on other islands. That makes it even more stupid and annoying and frustrating and unbelievably everything. What is this shit? What is this shit? Did they make it so you... What the fuck? They added them last patch? I just killed this yesterday and these weren't here. Bitch, shut your mouth. Nobody likes you. You smell bad. Usually 1, sometimes 2. I just killed that 15 minutes ago. It was only 1. Is it because there's a bee up? What, did I not kill one of the bosses? Oh, I didn't kill the first boss either. Are these bosses? Oh, it's totally not random. I bet you I know. I bet you those are because I didn't kill 2 bosses. I bet you that's because I didn't kill 2 bosses. There's 2 bosses up. They normally fly. Yeah, normally they would be. I skipped the bee boss and I skipped the princess in the start. I'll bet you that's what it is. I'll bet you that's what it is. Should we science it out? Hold on, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna check it out. It's random. I've skipped straight to sisters like 50 times and it's been 0 to 2 every time. I'm gonna science it. No chain. Woo! Oh, my pet. Whee! Azarek Isle, I see you. No, it's random. I ran sister directly 15 to 20 times in beta. I know, but this isn't beta, guys. How can we both be like, man, things are different since beta? Yeah, it was a beta. Of course things are different. Yeah, but like it was that way in beta. But doing some ogre listen, pets doing that thing puppies do when you hold them over water. Oh, yeah, I know. When they swim and they're like, their natural instinct is telling them to swing their little paws. True and real, based. You think they had time to chant Cardigan? Are you challenging the fact that they would change something without saying something? They're too busy. They weren't too busy getting the store. I'm broken. Oh, hi. I'm Vadim. Or it's trying to hump you. Well, that makes it awkward. They would never. I'm just going to science it. It's fine. It's not like it's freaking huge. They change so much stuff without an announcement. I know. They do. Their communication is poor. Oh, yeah, agreed. It is what it is, though. I mean, I think at this point we just have to accept it for what it is. I'd be surprised if they did mention something before changing. I mean, they do. They mention a lot of things. Like, their bug reports are massive, right? Their bug reports are freaking, like, substantially huge. Jesus Christ, slow down there, frickin' Wonder frickin' Noodle. Jesus, she's like, brrr. Negation of life. But it is what it is. Like, I think at this point we just kind of have to accept it. Like, we're probably... we're going to be fishing for changes after every patch for a while. They need to hire a community manager. They're a bunch of coders and DNEers would never interact with the public. They have a community manager. Her name is Brass. I don't think they need a community manager. I think they need somebody to provide real-life direction. Like, they need somebody to be like, guys, you have this section for updates. Use it. You have this section for bugs that you're aware of. Use it. Why are you killing a princess? J-Soul, I'm killing a princess because she's got the money. Is she a volunteer? No, she's contracted. She's paid. I hate they remove attachments in Discord. I bugged something and included parse logs and screenshots. They deleted them and made the post useless. Taxi. Connection. When they very first removed experience, I had my videos and I linked them in a bug report and I said, hey, there's been adjustments to XP, and they're like, no, there hasn't. I was like, no, there definitely has been. You're crazy if you think they haven't. And they're like, no, XP wasn't touched. And I was like, here's my videos showing me killing the exact same mobs in the exact same zone at the exact same level on the exact same character. And they're like, yeah, no, it's not a thing. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what to have. And then they deleted it and they locked the post. And I was like, okay, cool. I see. I see. Can you finish your point about pet tips? Pet tips. Shield, two-hander. Haste, important. Use high AC shield, higher damage on bash. Druids have the highest pet haste. They have the best pet haste. Not frenzied burnout. Obviously, frenzied burnout is good. Also, I need to cast invisible before I get myself killed on the goddamn bee island. I think the part that pisses me off the most is that their devs just straight up lie to us when we ask questions. Yeah, I don't engage anymore. The only thing, I joined their Discord just to talk about the Beastlord Pet stuff, and that's about it. So the other thing about pets, though, is that they have damage floors. So, like, if you have a weapon and it doesn't do 31 damage, then your pet by default, as a Beastlord anyway, will do 69 damage. It doesn't matter what the damage is below 31, it will always do 69 damage. Where you can get more out of it is if you don't have something like an Earthshaker, you can actually use a... oh, no, it does look like they're both still there. So if you have something like an Earthshaker, or you don't have something like an Earthshaker, you can use two one-handed weapons. However, what you want to do is you want to use like super low delay, like Flaming Fist, for instance, wherever it is, there it is. So you get that super low delay. So this has 18, right? The 8 damage doesn't even matter. And it'll still hit for 69, but it'll hit with an 18 delay. Your pet's natural attack is a 40 delay. And so anything under 40 means he swings faster. The way haste works, along with the casted haste, is that because the delay on like something like Earthshaker is 70... Whoops, we don't even have Earthshaker equipped anymore. Because the delay on Earthshaker is 70, basically the amount of haste that you get, or the delay, comes down to about 40. And because it's about 40, your pet is basically attacking at its base attack speed. But you're getting 117 damage, which is why this is actually preferable to two one-handers. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to try and kill these and pray that one of these birds or one of these drakes don't fly in here and butt touch my poker hole. But if I do, just know that I love you all and that I'm here because I love you all. Also, they're double clerics, and that's going to suck. I remember I was trying to pull the buffs off these, and the things outside were just recasting them, so we're not even going to bother with that crap. Wait, how am I clicking a Spirit Finks? All right, here we go. Does strength matter for pets at all? No, strength does matter for pets. But only if you're, like, not at the floor, at the damage floor. So, for instance, you don't hit the damage floor until you hit plus 10 on that level 46 Berserker pet, or Beastlord Pet. Dingus, what's going on? I did it yesterday, killed only the bee boss and had 0 of those things. I just killed another boss and there's 2. Do we think that if we kill the bee boss that they'll be gone? Is that what we're suggesting? Or do you guys just want to see me die to the bee boss? All right, here we go. Fuck it. Run it. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, hey there, Great Sphinx. What's up? How you doing? I'm dead. No, just get... No? Oh, you guys aren't buying it? I'm not... I didn't fake it good enough? Can I run? No. I'm rooted. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah! My pet's totally dead. Oh, no, it's random. Yeah. I killed everything, had to. There you go. So, definitely random. That's annoying, man. That's really annoying. Celerity. Okay, so nothing is here. Although they didn't go back. Damn, my pet actually did a number on that Sphinx. Oh, it's butt cheeks. Just reload the zone if you have charges. I'm gonna run back to the point, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna wait till the... Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing. And they're both enchanters, so they're gonna root me as soon as they can. Oh, that was not the way I wanted to go. Oh, nothing. Nothing. Whoa, wait, what the fuck just happened? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How you... What's new? What's up? How goes? I don't have my pet, which kind of sucks. Bro. No big deal. Just kind of, you know, just kind of the best. Just kind of the best at this game. God damn, they hurt, though. Ow. Alright, stop teleporting behind me, you nerd. Also, I lost my harm touch, which sucks. Am I slowed, too? Oh, I am, you little bitch. Shift speed. Oh, that is annoying as hell. In before yeeted off island. I mean, hopefully not too much yeet. If I kill one of these, I can feign death, and then I can just maybe do it again? I don't know. Oh my god, they're stunning the crap out of me and then summoning me all over creation. Operating as intended. Jesus Christ, dude, the summon. Alright. Let's see if we can't wave of it. Oh my god, I'm just chain stunned. I can't do anything because of the chain stun. Yeah. I just... Devs heard you trashing them? I don't know. I wasn't even trashing the devs, man. Stuns are fixed, though. You forget. Yeah. They felt like they were fixed. Well, did you not... You didn't see how they were fixed? I sat there stunned the entire time. That's how they were supposed to work. Pretty sure. Feels bad. It doesn't feel great. I couldn't do anything. I was just standing there like, they're like, reckoning. Stun. Take these golden wings and learn to fly again. Can you FD split those, or are they leashed? Great question. So you can split the Heart Harpy and the Gorgolask. So I'm gonna assume that if you play the root game, you might be able to do it that way. I have no idea how I was able to pull her out of there and not get, like, every Drake and every Sphinx in the building. But we did it, somehow. And so, you know, doing work, I guess. All of Sky for you. Should let me know if you want to kill all of Sky for you sometime. Oh, you want to carry the stupid streamer? Is that what you're saying? Listen. I played this class combination for you, okay? I'm doing this for you. And when it's trash, that means that you guys wanted trash, okay? Not me, not the streamer. You guys selected. You guys were like, you know what? It's going to be funny. Let's watch this streamer suffer and go through pain and damnation and sadness. Am I laying it on thick enough yet? Are you guys buying any of this? Is this sinking in? I didn't vote. Everyone in my game, damn, yeah. Well, I mean, everybody runs Enchanter, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you run Enchanter with everything? Okay. This is a lore accurate story. Absolutely. I don't know what could anybody else possibly think. So two-hander and a shield, or two of those 14 delay weapons. Yeah, the whips. If you're a ranger, those 14 whips are great. 14 delay whips, absolutely. But you have to be a ranger in order to use those. So, you were doing great, Broken. Thanks for the info. Son of a bitch. Love you. Oh, he doesn't think this combo is good, and it's definitely better than mine. I mean, it's not terrible. It just struggles with certain things. It really isn't bad per se. It's just, it needs a lot more gear to be good. And my pet still needs a lot of work too. Someone suggested a Freedy standard 10 delay. Correct. And do you guys... Oh, we haven't shown you that yet. Damn, I don't have the Afridi standard. Yeah. Guys, does anybody have 2 Afridi standards? Anybody? Does anybody have 2 Afridi standards? I'm just asking. No particular reason. Wouldn't be EQ if Chanter wasn't GOAT. Hey, Broken, since you're the pet expert. Aw, why do you hate me? If I'm giving him Puma. Ooh, interesting question. Interesting question. So that lives in the world of, are we receiving procs per minute in the way that we know them in EverQuest? And I don't know is that we are. I don't know is that we are. I can only tell you, because I haven't parsed procs per minute yet, but the only thing I can tell you is that the server doesn't, you hit a certain point where it feels almost like getting more dexterity makes you proc less, but that is a feels like and not necessarily a numbered parse. I did, but I deleted it. You are thirsty. Do you have a pet? Do me a favor and put the standards in your inventory like this. Those of you who know that the standard is a secondary weapon only. I'm not telling you to cheat, but if cheating happens, then you didn't hear it here, okay? Shh. Shh. It's okay. Shh. It's all right. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Shh. 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 It's not... Don't even worry about it, guys. If you put 2 standards on your pet, they both go in your primary and secondary with a 10 delay, that would probably be really good, wouldn't it? Man, it's too bad that they're both secondary and definitely can't be worn in both the primary and secondary slot. It's probably... You know, I saw this in my storage a couple days ago. I mistook it for a +2. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, screw you, sister. I'm not even going to bother. I'll worry about you later, even though you're definitely something... Even though you probably have the most amount of drops that I need. That a little trick is all over the inner tubes. Oh, is it? Is it all over the inner tubes? Are we going rafting with our inner tubes? Oh, hey there. Oh, hey there. Wait. What trick? I missed it. You don't get to know, you dirty, charming bastard. We don't share our tricks with dirty enchanters. We don't share our tricks with dirty enchanters. Basically, the trick is that you can wear an Afridi war standard in your pet's primary and secondary, and they get a 10 delay attack speed. But you didn't hear it here, okay? You gotta be a secret. It's gotta be a secret. We all gotta be friends here, okay? We're not telling anyone. It's only for this channel. We're only sharing it in this community. So if you share it outside of the community, you've broken the circle of trust. And if you break the circle of trust, someone might have to break your legs. I don't know who that would be. It's probably in a video game and not in real life. But that's, you know... That's the way that plays out, okay? It's me. Evening all. I've been watching a lot of EQL the past week, and it looks interesting. What tips would you have for someone new to EQ? So, D. Whalen, how you doing? Welcome. Awesome. So you never played EverQuest. Have you played any MMOs? I'm just trying to gauge, like, what your level of experience is so I can give you proper advice. My pet is now dual-wielding an Earthshaker and a standard. Did I do it right? Yes, you definitely did it right. Didn't know about that trick, so thank you. I know not what trick you're talking about, Zero. It's me. Too late. Already heard you. No, Coffee Badger! Wait, if we share it, do they become part of the community? No, they have to be already in our circle of trust. That's the only way. If they become a part of our community, then you can discuss it with them, but they have to be here already. If you tell someone outside the community, the covenant is then broken and your legs might suffer an incident. There may or may not be a bad Taco Bell incident, okay? We cannot confirm nor deny how the Taco Bell gets to where it gets, but when it does get there, know that you will spend the rest of your days on a toilet. And we will absolutely make your gravestone a big porcelain toilet, okay? Played a lot of WoW since midway through Legion and then peeled off after Dragonflight. Enjoyed WoW Classic and Final Fantasy XIV as well. Okay, so this is much older than those games, and so a lot of the systems are very basic and yet somehow super unbelievably complex. What I mean by that is the game has a lot of like very janky, nuancy systems, kind of what we're joking around about right now, which is like, so this is a two-handed sword, right? So this is a primary. It uses two-handed slashing. However, because of the game being broken, I can use this and a shield at the same time, which you normally would not be able to do. However, again, there's this level of jank because it's a really old spaghetti-coded game, and so sometimes when they make little adjustments to the code, they literally break all sorts of things. Holy good God. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Free. Wow. 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 Mine. 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 And mine. Well, no, I actually don't want that. So, like, there is some jankiness. And what I would recommend to you is if you do decide to pick this up, first of all, there's myself. There's many creators for this game. And I definitely would recommend checking out lots of the YouTube stuff. I have a bunch of things. There's a handful of other people. I'm actually just today, I started doing a series called Legendary Lessons, which we're going to go over every little nuancy thing that makes EverQuest Legends special. Different things like, what to do when you make your character, tips and tricks on things you want to do as soon as you make your character. Some of the things that I would recommend is if you're going to play and you're going to make a new character, start as an Ixar, which is like a evil lizard person. They by far have the easiest experience in the game. They start out in a city that has access to everything you could ever possibly want, and then you can kind of go from there and decide for yourself, like, okay, I want to like unlock all these other races and things like that. Ixars don't have parcels. Mother Lover, they do. So how was your 42-hour parse? It was sexy. It was everything you hoped it could be. I'll stand here. In addition to that, playing classes, what I personally recommend is don't trying to follow any type of meta. Don't try to like go in and like go real hard at something. What is going on? Over channel is engaged. Did he just resist it twice? Wow, what are you doing? I don't even see the damage coming through in the way. Okay, I'm apparently going to harm touch early. That was wild. Over channels clicked. That is, what is going on? Why is he doing so much damage? But he's not. Like, look at how much damage is actually coming through in the log. But he is wrecking me. Something funny is going on here. Like, it says he's doing 62, but he's actually like, he's like 20, 47, 21, 45. High procs. Is he procking the crap out of me? Eye of Vishan hit you. Oh my God, he is. He's procking the shit out of me. Wow. Okay, we'll try and Mage Hunter. Maybe that'll work. His Devour procs are owning me. Dude, he's leveling me. Go evasive and he's a pushover. Definitely Mage Hunter. I love it. People are saying all kinds of different things. Do you have any specific questions, D. Whalen? Like, is there anything specific that you're very curious about or would like to know about? Is there a particular play style that you appreciate? Like, Is there do you typically play like shamans on WoW? Do you typically play paladins? Is there like a play style that you I mean, it definitely appears to be stopping the relentless level of procs that were coming through. He was definitely like, I don't know what was happening there. It was wild. It was wild work. I landed a Shaw's on him before. I don't know why I can't now. Go offensive and defensive with lay on hands. Listen, okay? We don't talk about these things. If that lands, why can't this land? Does he say he's immune? No, just resist it, huh? Okay, but we'll smoke your endurance. It's true. He's already smoking my endurance. We're going to switch here in a second. We're going to put that up. Are you supposed to clear all drakes around Sister of the Spire? I mean, yeah, that's the only way. Oh, boy. Okay. He's going to start beating my ass now. Yeah, I mean, that's really the only way, right? There we go. And Mithril Bands. Cleric B. Opa! Mithril Bands. Hello. Hey-yo. No, just run her in her room and stand exactly in the middle. What do you mean? Exactly in the middle? I can't stand exactly in the middle. There's a big spinny thing right here. I appreciate the tips. The multi-classing part of Legends looks daunting at first, but a lot of fun. I was thinking Shaman, Rogue, and maybe a Paladin. Very good combo. I typically play Druid, Priest, and Warrior in WoW. Okay. Druid has a lot of nuance to them. So did you play like a Feral Bear? Did you play a Feral Cat? Did you play a Moonkin? Resto? Priest? Were you Shadow? Or were you Disc? Or were you Holy? And Warrior's pretty straightforward. You either get a beat stick or a shield and a beat stick, or two big ol' beat sticks. Oh, Sister. I see what you're saying. You're saying with the two healer thingy bobbers. I don't need that. Cool. EOV has no other mobs on the island. Oh, you're saying run the Sister back here. Yeah. I see. Let's see here. We made out really well. We got two Zweihanders. We got two long swords. We got two blades of abjuration. And we got a staff. We got a statue. We got the silvery ring. That's pretty exciting. A Freedy war spear. That was I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at what we walked out with. Another blade of admiration. Hey, remember when I gave you that Wiz Epic on THJ? What? No LL on Sister Island 7. Just run at her and stand in the middle. Druids, I play a lot of Bear and Resto. Priests, I play Disc and Classic and Holy and Retail. I bounce between Arms and Fury. Okay, so not a tank type typically. What I would recommend, I mean, Paladins are very good. You might really enjoy Paladins. Monks, Rogues, Classic, Holy, and Retail. You'd probably also, sorry, streamer is not home. Well, Cyrilix, how are you doing? I don't remember any such wizard epic. Can you refresh my memory? Was there a wizard epic that happened? Yeet. Oh, we missed. Sorry, rogues are underwhelming as a person with a primary class rogue. Rogues are underwhelming? You think so? Why would you say that? Tell us why. Tell us your life, friend. I actually think rogues are very good. I had a Shadow Knight Rogue Berserker, and I was doing like 750 to 800 DPS, which felt really nice. It was really good. High level, their poisons get resisted. Yeah, that is something that I worry about. Does it work better with like overchannel? Like if you're in overchannel stance? I guess you have to have access to it. It doesn't work better. Well, that sucks. I mean, I can try the sister again. I feel like I was standing directly in the middle when I engaged her, but Warrior, Rogue, Shaman is working well for me. Oh my god. No mana pool, but that does feel really good. I did War Rogue Druid, killed gods at 48. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Druid is nuts. Although, those classes don't really feel like those. I mean, you know, obviously Warrior and Druid are going to synergize a bit, but like those classes don't really feel like they synergize particularly well. Works better if there's no spirits. Oh, fair. What do they change for POS regarding raids? Not more. No. So they deleted the Voidling that was over there. You don't do a raid now. You just create a regular instance. It's not a raid, and you can just keep rerunning them. Which reminds me, let's do our little wiki checklist here real quick. Let us do our little EverQuest Legends wiki EverQuest Legends wiki checklist. And let's mark down what we got. So what's the verdict? Is Beast Pet good? So, Friendly Dog Guy, great name. The pet is not bad. The pet is not great. The pet is probably not worth all the resources that it takes to get it to level 10. However, he's not terrible. He does about 100 to 120 DPS, and I've certainly seen worse. He's a bit of a beast. So no void motes in Plane of Sky. Correct. That is accurate. There's like a fly that just landed here. Got him. Little biggity. Dumb fly. Stupid fly doing stupid fly stuff. Why is there a fly in there? Oh, look at that thing. Man, the proc on that thing is so terrible, though. I don't know why they did that. It's not even that good of a weapon. It looks cool as hell. It looks like something like a Legion weapon or something. But it... question, does leveling up pet spell with motes matter? Yes, it absolutely does matter. Nakalai. Matter of fact, actually, if you guys would like, I can share my juice with you. This is a list of what I found with the pet. That's the 46 pet, and that has all of the, I put all the parses together, and that is the data that I came to. I don't personally think you should level spells while you level up, but that's my personal opinion. I know that's not necessarily shared by everyone, unless you plan on rolling through repeatedly, playing new classes and constantly leveling up new classes using your primary. I would only level your primary classes. I would not level like alternate classes unless for whatever reason you plan on using that class to buff it. It's the only reason. Okay, so real quick, I do... No, why do I keep doing this? Oh my god, oh, I didn't mean to. I can't be trusted with a bow. I can't be trusted with a bow. That's got to come off. We're not doing that anymore. Fucking Christ. You know what? Never mind. We're going to Lower Gook. We're going to Lower Gook. I'm gonna get another item for that freaking slot. I'm gonna go... I can't be trusted. You can toggle that off. Nope. You don't understand. I pressed the toggle button. I pressed the toggle button. All right. We're going to Gook. Okay? While I catalog these new items that I just got. Yeah. Why would I, bro, that Q muscle memory? Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Usually one get a spell up to +1, maybe 2, but that's it for low spells. So, yeah, it might be just in my head, or it might be the poor boy inside me, but I'm just like, why would I waste my motes on these other things? Because you can level other spells, and they're really expensive. Like, spells are insanely expensive. I mean, everything's really expensive, but, like, it's really expensive to level them, and you're going to want every single last mote. So it makes me feel bad to put, like, invest something into something I know is not going to be something that I push all the way to the top. But that's just my personal opinion. Can get an idol. Yeah, I have. So, funny story. See this? You see that? There it is. There it is. There's an idol of the Underking in my Blood Moon. Right there. It's right there. See it? Actually, for whatever reason, this is not in there. This should also be in there. But yeah, there you go. Bazinga. Usually get one spell. Yep. Usually only do one that I use a lot. Yeah, fair. That's what I'm going for. Good. You know what? Good thinking. Naklai. Way to go. That's exactly what I'm going. Yep. Like on a Necro, drain life and spells like that. Yeah. I certainly understand. I certainly get it. Like I said, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that that is to your flavor and taste, and you should do what feels good for you most of the time. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time. So I'm going to try and put together a little bit of a quick and dirty guide to the stuff I found out about pets. And I will outline all of the Beastlord stuff. I obviously need access to all of the pet info, and that's going to take me some time. Like, I'm not going to be able to just rocket ship everything up to max level. I got to test the focus items. I got to farm more focus items. I got to level up the mage. I got to level up the necro. I got to level up the enchanter. I got to level up the shaman. You know, these are all things that I got to push through. And as a result, I also kind of want to only level them one at a time. I know that's a lot because I want to squeeze as many AA out of those low levels as I can. But I don't know. I might skip that. It's only a couple of classes, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. Update: Pet Dual Wield, Earthshaker, and Standard isn't swinging with Standard. Nice. Interesting. Devarian, when you do this, when you do inventory, does it report the Standard being there? Let's see here. Create instance. Give me a 4. Ooh, I forgot. The Shinlord is like 100% spawn chance now too, right? Oh my god, and so is the Squire. Wow. Weird. I know that if you put a shield in the offhand, or in that slot, that it will absolutely, it will bash with it. And you do see increased damage as a result. I'm really curious, because both bashing with a standard. Oh, it's bashing with a standard. Interesting. It's treating it like a shield. Still took an hour to get a Ghoulbait. I mean, an hour is a lot better than like the 3 days that it took some people in the beta. Yes, I'm not kidding. It took some people 3 days to get a Ghoulbait. That'll probably be me now that I'm here. Do 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 do. Yay! That was the easiest camp ever. Whee, done. Got it. Awesome. Oh my god. Crazy. I can't tell you how many hours I spent camping that fucking thing on, like, live servers and stuff. So good. It's a nice little resist range slot. Let's see. It took me about 11 hours total from my, wow, a frog gig from a frog. Right? Do clicky items like Shield of the Immaculate click if equipped to pets? No. And Shield of the Immaculate specifically can only be worn by paladins now. So buckle your butthole. Full of suck. Anyone see Quillmane? I have not seen Quillmane. Actually, that would be a good get, too. Hey there. Hey. I see you. I see you. Oh, wow. That did not barely do any damage. Oh, that's false. My shield is all. Wait, what? They put in the notes that they... Oh, my God. Hey, all right. We're good here. We're good. Hey, thank you. Great. Hey, been fun. Been wonderful. Guys, on that note, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket. Shit, man. Streamer client. You can pull the exaltation out. Interesting. Okay. I was being told different. So, and that sucks because I actually felt like I could trust that person. Cloak of Flames 3. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. It is all, and it is in his back slot. So there you go. He's taking back shots from his Shield of the Immaculate. There it is. Can pets wield weapons that their class can't use? So, okay, the way it works is Shadow Knight, Druid, Beast, right? I am a Shadow Knight, Druid, Beast. My pet is a Beast and a Warrior. That means my pet can wear Warrior gear. I am not a Warrior. But my pet can also use Shadow Knight and Druid gear, and he's not a Shadow Knight and Druid. That's how that works. Make sense? Man, dude, that is some bullcrap. So if it's not Paladin only... no comment. Anyway, I guess I need to farm that too. So I need to change that actually on this sheet too. Exaltations. So that is not Paladin only. All right, there we go. I mean, if the exaltation has to be worn, that's like nothing. It's not even a nerf. I mean, the delay on that sucks, but it's barely a nerf. You can't just like spam it. And NPCs absolutely do spam. Man, I got both those items so insanely quickly. Do we want to make my guild suffer? Ready? First kill. Just harass everybody in the guild. It's 6-second cast. Yeah, it's 6-second cast. Oh, fuck you. Got this on my way down there. What's going on, Pips? How you doing? While farming for the shield, get the warrior two-handed weapon from Hate. The warrior two-handed weapon. Warrior two-handed weapon. I'm not even sure which one that is. It's 6-second cooldown. The shield typically takes 3 clicks to remove slows. Much worse than before still. Yeah. Well, right. Fair. The cooldown is a bitch. Sunder Fury? Oh, the Hailbird. Yeah. It is instant cast. It's 6-second recast time. Yeah, the recast. Yup. That sucks. Drops off the name zombie. What the hell is his name? R10? R10? What's the damage delay on that? Actually, wait. I already have the wiki open. Sunder Fury. Not Thunder Fury. Ooh, 50 damage. Ooh. Wait, that's a plus 10. What does it take to get to 31? So It's going to be level 2 2/4 to get to 31. Level 3 goes to 32. So 2 2/4. Yeah, I don't know. It is faster than 40. Thunder Fury, blessed blade of the Windseeker. Do what now? Do what? What now? Shrieking of the Tranquil. Nerfed. Bullcrap. What was I looking at? Oh, the Plane of Sky. Plane of Sky. Well, boys and girls, it is time. It is time for me to go do the thing with the wife. Thunder the Furry. It's time. It's time for magic. It's time for fun. Oh, I missed all the fun. You did miss a lot of fun. I got knocked off Plane of Sky. I shot stray arrows at the Keykeeper twice. Yeah, it was one hell of a night. Ooh, a German foo is going. Oh, thanks always. Hey, not a problem. I'm always happy to answer questions. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask them either in the Discord or ask them in the Discord. Ask them on my videos. We did drop a new video today, just kind of an introductory video to our new series, Legendary Lessons. We're going to be covering pretty much everything. Going to continue leveling pets, going to continue working on pet classes so that I can test more pets. We're going to be spending probably all of our gems for the first month on just pet spells alone, which is going to be weird, but whatever. I love all you guys. I really appreciate you guys choosing to hang out here and chilling. Very, very thankful for all of you. Hope you all have a truly awesome and amazing day. We're going to be raiding out to German Foo, who's a really cool guy, plays Marvel Heroes Omega, really amazing game. I actually met this dude ages ago through Marvel Heroes. Dude's got a great style, real chill, kind of an old dad personality, but definitely recommend hanging out there. Very nice guy. Love you all. You're beautiful human beings. If you haven't already, consider following us on all of our socials. We are on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I also have Twitter and Instagram, but those are debatable. I avoid going there as much as possible. It's a terrible place to be. Don't go there. It's a trap. But yeah, if you're interested in joining the guild or anything like that, make sure you reach out, message anybody in the guild, just ask them for an invite. Everybody can invite. More or less, the guild is here to help each other, group together, do fun things, and, just have a good time. So, love y'all. Take it easy. Until next time. Peace.